venomous. Two of us thinking that's 10 of us. Can't steal my soul, just my innocence. Hard to let go, hard to live a bit, ooh. Bars of gold, man, some moose spread across the globe. Turn to Montezuma when I find a home. Antetokounmpo, I ain't no hooper, still got time to ball. Still get to the cheddar like out of lupus.
Don't
With
wait.
the whiz working
You
magic,
are
sound Michael
enough.
Cooper.
Granddaddy
Seen
knew
it for what happened like
his
second
first
tutors on my
business
base
time
that
was
they packing
paid
them tidy
by
bloopers. Don't
Muhammad
conform
Ali's
to the scum
daddy.
universal
one of my
troopers. Jason
talents,
Butler
bro,
for the
for
net 80
real,
super.
is
Through the
just
maze on these
spreading
corny
good
boy
energy.
shucker sucker. Then I serve them as supper like groupie scooper. I say stew and go super
bad
shop in the
days is
booth
what
and get my flavor
make me
Banuka
who I
Neo
am with the
Kanuba. He's a
music
Pop
and
Tart.
the
Pop
wisdom,
artist
the
turn a
knowledge.
Top Gun
Shit,
on your
man.
top
You gotta
artist.
go through
Red
something to even
tails
talk
and the
about
vintage
something, bro.
cells. Keep it running.
Hey, look, I'm trying a little something different. You know what I'm saying?
It's a party over here, boy. You serving shots? It's a little like shot. It's a little like shot.
Yeah,
That's
do
what
your
you wanna
thing. Nah, man, we back. ODD, yeah, you know me. I'm ARC.
POD,
Yeah.
RASHID, you know.
12 on the iPod, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
And as if people who knew him before sixth grade, or before high school, TIMMIE. You feel me? So
But
yes,
nah,
sir.
just with the Y, Timmy
With the
with the
My
Y.
bad.
Y. It's nice and simple. I said so. A
I
lot
don't
of
think.
motherfuckers.
TIMMY.
I think I
TIMMY.
just made it rhyme. I think I just made it rhyme.
Yeah,
But
nah, that shit
nonetheless,
still sound good
nonetheless,
though. Cause I had niggas
I know,
that when
man.
I was younger used to ask me when they used to pronounce my name in elementary school, like, is it Tim I? It's like, nah, Tim me, boy. So it makes
That's
sense.
crazy.
Yeah, I remember all this shit, man. It's like I got one of the past memories. They say that smoking weed fuck with your memory. I remember shit before I even started elementary school.
That's the same. It's short term memory. It's like that. Literally, like 5 minutes ago. It's not,
Oh,
or like
okay.
train of
I
thought,
can get
getting
that.
deep
Yeah.
into something, but it's not. It's not anything past that.
I thought we're just having
Well,
kids.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know how I would know that
I
though.
remember shit from when I was 3.
Yeah. We used to walk my sister the fuck to school and shit. And I remember me and my granddad and my sister walking up to Whitney Young, and I wasn't even in school yet. Getting zebra cakes, gummy
Yeah.
worms, the chips, the little B-Land right here
I
on
lived right
Broadway.
by Whitney Young.
Yeah, see, we lived
I
on
lived right by
35th and
Whitney Young
Broadway.
till I was 6.
You know, behind the little
Okay.
it was with the first link, or it was Blockbuster right there on 35th and Broadway,
Yeah.
where the liquor store is. We lived right there
Yeah.
behind there, the pink and white
Yeah.
house. My
Yeah.
granny used to own that bad boy. She ended up letting it go through foreclosure. I wish she would have still had it. I was like, that's really our childhood home.
I lived on 37th, so I wasn't far away from you.
Yeah, I think my senior year, I stayed on
Around the
35th.
time, too.
35th, right? 35th and Dorhofer, right before you get to the dead end.
But anyways, our community, we always thank y'all for joining us. We have another exciting guest for us. I promise y'all this is going to be a good show. As always, rate, review, subscribe. We had a great episode last week with Vibe, like Ty. That's our girl right there. We got another good one coming up. This won't be the next one, but we got another good one coming up, man, with Mr. SoFly. So definitely check that one out. But no, man, today you better sit your ass down for this one. The Hood
Hey.
Herbalist. He be doing hoodoo with his elixirs, I promise. In the land of
Tell me.
bourbon to no ends. His drinks are filled with a different kind of spirit. The type to have I go by Mike, talking about give me some mo. Just a sip will have your local C-Tez bowing in the glory. And like his drinks, he's cooler than melon cucumber mint on a sweaty summer day. He's the Prince of Purple Rain, the berry relaxed, infamous infuser. I ain't gonna lie, I seen his customers doing ASMR videos, shaking them
Dang.
glasses for the gram. He's a great dude with a great heart. It's him, Tim, Slim, Mr.
Yes,
Fruitease
sir.
himself, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
the
Appreciate y'all
podcast.
for having me here, man. It's definitely a pleasure. I've loved everything y'all been doing so far, man. I've been trying to tune in as much as possible just because I'm barely on social media. Y'all see me on there a lot, but as far as scrolling, it's hard to scroll and you get consumed in it. But hey, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me here. I love what y'all did for my boy Study. The last few interviews y'all been having going has been thoroughly entertaining. You feel me? So it's great. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Appreciate you.
I feel like soon I'm gonna have to get y'all through to the garden, and we're gonna have to do like a in-person kind of vibe too. I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but I got some ideas for a tea talk soon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, I
We
got
down.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let us know.
That's the ideals for an OddPod drink as I was sitting there thinking about it. But Fruitease, I started Fruitease back in January
Mm.
of last year. I didn't LLC it up until maybe about September of last year. So I've been going for a solid year and a few months, a little less than a full year officially, I guess to say. But it started off with me just, I love coffee. Y'all fuck with coffee?
A little bit. Every once in a while, I need some coffee.
Yeah, so I was just drinking too much of that shit. So I had to start figuring out
I
too much for me to be spending in a month on coffee at a coffee shop when I had a whole garden. So, I drunk teas or whatever. I fooled with Health Daddy Wow. Shout out to Health Daddy Wow. Fooled with his teas. He had mullein leaf, he had hibiscus, and he'll show like the different benefit for everything on there. So as I was growing things in my garden, I was trying to figure out like what's the benefit for this, what's the benefit for this, if there was any. And then as I started realizing it's like almost every thing in the garden has benefits to it. Leaves, like even on my peach tree, I grow my peaches and you just let the fall come along and let them leaves fall off. But there's a real deal whole market for peach leaf tea and same for raspberry leaf. When women have their kids, when they have like lactation problems, they'll go get mother's milk tea, which is raspberry leaf tea, and it helps with lactation, libido, estrogen,
Yep.
pH
Yep.
balance, a little bit of everything. And I got a big ass raspberry bush on the side of my house. And I had a lot of friends that, females around me who was pregnant. So I was like, I need to start, picking these off and harvesting in case some of people's going through anything like that. And it wasn't really a thing of starting a business or anything like that. It was just me in my apothecary with a bunch of glass jars full of dehydrated leaves with the names of it on there. And me just searching the fits. And I started taking my teas up to Play Cousins Collective. I was working up there doing after school programming and homeschooling with the kids and stuff. Shout out to Play Cousins. That's where I got started at. Love the kids up there. I love everything they got going out there. Christian, Miss Cherry. But I started bringing my teas up there inside my jars, and I didn't have like I didn't have the logos, but they would see the colors and they would just see different ones every day. So eventually somebody asked me, like, what is that you drinking? What are you drinking for every day? It's like moonshine. And I was like, oh, no, it's tea. I'm just trying to start drinking these to cut back from drinking coffees. And a couple of the women up there, they all love tea. They're just like, oh, I want to try, I want to try. So I goes to Ace Hardware, got a 12 pack of tea.
We'll have him back. Mr. Fruitease will be back.
You see how I switched it up? Went Al Green with the green 13s, paired my Evelyn King with the blue 13s.
It's making
Killing them
moves.
today.
Got
I'm
Study in the
killing them today.
background, Jeezy in the background.
Steady, Jeezy, and Superfly. Fucking Ron O'Neal, Curtis Mayfield. Fucking
That's a hell of a lineup.
what's
You
my
can get you
girl's
a little
name in there?
everything.
Was my girl in there? Or nah, maybe it's not her.
You can get you some real old school, some Trap or Die, and some motherfucking Study, nigga, in one lineup. That's crazy.
That would be like if you listen to those records though, like that'd be a nice little like
That's everything.
Superfly, dopest in the world, nigga.
Right. Who knows what they would come up with together.
I thought about mixing 2 songs in my head. It was
I studied the trap and now I'm super fly.
if you mix We Outside by 7 Trey and You by Vibe, that's like they go together. Like if you really listen to it, those 2 songs go together.
I
We
gotta listen to them back to
Outside.
back.
'Cause I was like, and you can mix it at the right spots, and I'm like, Imma have to do it. I mean, and it's just like, you feel me?
I know you've seen those like TikToks and different videos where songs are like almost made for each other, where they'll
Yeah,
go into it and it's
yeah.
perfect. Like there's a sound in this song matching a sound in this song,
That's what
and
I'm
the
saying.
DJ will mix them
Let
together
me
where you
see.
just like, I would have never thought of that, but they do go together.
See, hold on.
Or you can mix the acapella. Stop the listen.
We outside, yeah, oh madly. Whole city popping out to pop shit. Got the streets looking like a merch pit. We
We
outside,
outside.
hit on swift.
Singing his ass off.
Right. My nigga.
Hit
We outside.
No, for real, yo.
Whole
Hard
block
ears.
like now hold on.
It might be a
Yeah. Well, fine.
no. That might be a
That might.
Whatever she needs, you know I'm
it might be a
right.
pair
She
that
like to
they
call
don't
me.
even know that they need to
That's what
link
I'm
up.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
And then
That's what I'm saying.
my nigga's back.
Yo, it's man
I
got a
told y'all he'd
phone,
be
but they
back.
give him overseas. Yeah.
Back. Yes, sir.
But
Crazy.
no,
My
but no.
nigga's back though.
What was I gonna say? Where were we
Dig
at with the
in.
story? You were talking about
He
you
was
brought it, they
talking
thought it was
about
moonshine.
looking at the different colors.
What was the
Yeah.
what was, so I was at Play Cousins and they seen the colors and it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
mad interested in like what I had going on, and they didn't even fully like get the idea of like the benefits. So I started breaking down the benefits for them. They were just like, "Oh, really?" So I brought in a 12 pack. They I was trying to give it to them for free. They insisted that they had to pay, so I was just like, "I just give me $10." They wanted to pay about $12 to $15 because the jars, they pretty big. But I bought like the case for like $12, a case of 12 of them. So I was like, all right, yeah, okay, deal, I like that. Once I sold it to them, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start selling these at the farmers market. But I say literally about 2 to 3 weeks in, it's the end of January. I was running around doing deliveries and dropping it off here and there just off of word of mouth from them and me posting my story on social media. So about time May rolled around for farmers market, I was like fully set in and deviating like my inventory and just stocking up and knowing what I need to do. I ran Papa John's, like I said, for a few years. So as far as like inventory and truck orders and profit and loss, that was all in my bag. So it helped me run the business. It's feel a whole lot better doing it for yourself than working for somebody else and counting their money.
Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir, it does.
What farmers market
The
were
West End's
you
farmers
making
market
these?
would change today, change tomorrow. Every other Sunday, the first one was just last Sunday. So not this Sunday coming up, the
Okay.
following Sunday we'll be up there. But every other Sunday all the way to October the
It's
18th.
no, I thought the following Sunday is the one where they having the musical is that
Yeah.
California Park every time?
Yep. Yep. And that's the same one.
What
They having
what be
I've
like they
what
had a
seen it.
car show last week for the first one, and then this week coming up, or the following one coming up is gonna have the performances and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be
would
like
be there?
young prodigies, a whole lot of people that come. They came for the last few years and they tapped in with change today, change tomorrow. So I know it's gonna be a good turnout out there.
Okay.
They invited us, so shout out to them. Shout out to all the
Oh
farmers
no, hell
market.
yeah, I
We're
can't
really
wait.
going.
I was hoping y'all was gonna be here for that first one. It was a good turnout. I sold out in I had about an hour and 45 minutes left over. So I just ran around to all the booths and was just buying shit from everybody. And I
Yeah,
got some dope. I got some dope, like some soaps and stuff, a coffee scrub soap and uh almond butter
I love
soap
yeah.
too,
I
homemade. I love that.
I love a
I
good
got a homie
natural
that I'm
soap.
gonna get my moringa soap from if y'all need like moringa soap, lavender soap, soulful
Okay,
solutions. Tap in with soulful
okay,
solutions.
okay. We will.
For
I
sure,
love
for
it.
sure. My boy Emmanuel, he's on Instagram and on Facebook. And shout out to my boy Melrose. Y'all know Melrose?
I feel like yes. I could
Yeah,
be
he
I'm
tripping.
got
not familiar.
some of the dopest
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
clothes
yeah,
in
yeah.
London. Yeah, he goes
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
I just
That's
realized
what
he
you
didn't have
got
that
on
hoodie
now?
on. I just distressed it myself, but yeah, he would have did it for me too. He distressed it just shit dollar when you buy from him if you need it. So he's a dope creator.
Okay.
That's a
Might
dope
Yeah.
have to
hoodie.
get him on eventually. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But so as far
You
as
know
like, what's up?
no, I was gonna say, you know Rashad's friends with Papa John.
That nigga is too though.
See, that's kind of sad,
No, I'm
but
not.
it's dope at the same time. Because I met him like 2 or 3 times. I worked there for like 9 years, but, you know, you talking about
Met him
John
a few
That's
Snyder, right?
times. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
started at
yeah,
the
yeah.
U of L Papa
We
John, so, like, for the U of L UK games
Mm,
and shit like that, he would be at the, stadium, and he would come and pick up the pizzas. I got a crazy story for that too, but I don't really wanna shout out Papa John's for real, but it's a funny story.
you can tell the story. We ain't got to shout out to him. We ain't got to shout out to him. Tell the story.
Oh, I worked at the one on U of L campus at about like 17, 18 years old, U of L UK game, turned up, crazy, like screens fulled up. Everybody in the fucking store going crazy. We panicking because there's no end in sight. Man, we getting all these orders from the stadium. They're like, yo, they called us like, hey, we need y'all to send like maybe like 500 pizzas to the stadium. Like, I got to stop making everybody else's pizza right now. Start making up. We need a mixture in between pepperoni, cheese, and sausage. So we just like, yo, this is stupid as fuck. We was already busy, but it was for John Snyder. So we in there about an hour in, getting half of them cranked out and shit. We was pretty efficient up there. Midway through, like the door opens, ping bong, and it's like, here's Papa's in the house. And then you know it's the old ass nigga from the commercial with the white hair. He walks in, they got like 3 or 4 big ass white vans in the front of the store, and this nigga then out of nowhere, Sean Snyder comes in like this shit sweet. Everybody just turn around and looked at this nigga. It's like, bro, what the? You don't give a fuck, nigga. We got this full screen of pizza over here and shoot niggas order. You think we gonna
Right.
stop to greet you because you John Snyder? So I'm over. I'm saucing my pizzas and shit as a young nigga. I'm one of the best pizza makers in my head. I used to throw it, go around the back and all that. I was cold. Nobody else was doing that shit for real. Like me and my homies was doing that
Oh,
shit. I got videos
he was
doing
really
this
about
shit.
it.
So I'm over at saucing this shit. He walks over us like, out of nowhere and grabs a little ladle out of my hands. Like, oh, let me see that for a second. Then I walked in. He's like, hey, give me a handshake. I turn back around, start saucing. Oh, let me see it for a second. The pizza is completely fucking sauce. A1. I see the nigga in the store, so I made sure. So we got like a pizza grating skill, how you supposed to do it. So I knew, like, I was a manager, so I knew I did it right. This nigga came over, grabbed the ladle out of my hand, dropped this bitch in the middle of the pizza and swirled it like twice. It was like, oh yeah, that's better. Handed it back to me, got me a fucking pat on the back and like a little shoulder squeeze. I fucking wanted to, like, get your bitch ass off of me. And then he walked around and got to talking to all the other people, and I was just like, bro, you don't get your corny ass out of my face, man. But I get it. He just wanted to be personable in some way, but that wasn't the way.
Right, right,
I was
right.
already proud of my pizza making skills. So I was just like, motherfucker.
Listen,
I already
I
didn't
love
want to
that.
listen.
see
That's
you.
smart.
First off, I worked at 2 different Papa Johns. I was just a delivery driver. I made a few
Um,
pizzas, but like, and then secondly,
you know the pizza skill.
me
You know
right. I've seen it,
they
but
got
they
secret
wasn't doing what you
shoppers
was
who
doing.
grade your pizzas, and if your shit's
Right.
ass, you will get a bad pizza score as a manager, and it will reflect you type deal. So it's like, yo, I didn't make
And
that
none
pizza.
of them was doing what you was doing. So
Yeah. So
spending
it
it,
was crazy. So I'm like,
Harlem
my guy, I was just looking at
Globetrotter.
him like, you can't do what I do. Like, you're a great businessman,
Right.
but get out of my face. I'm making pizza, man. But that was
Exactly.
just a
Like
funny story
I'm
because it
the
was just
pizza
like
maker.
that was the time I was just looking at him, just like it was unnecessary, fam.
That's
But what
crazy.
Marcus is talking about, we got a homie we've been knowing since middle school. He's in
Yeah.
the let's just say he married into
He's
the
part of
family.
the family.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
That's
okay.
all.
so that's how that
That's
We
dope.
we
Yeah,
just
no,
go
because I've
yeah,
met
we
some of his
do.
family members. They all cool, but I just heard stories about
Mhm.
Buddy, and that one little story, I was just kind of like,
right.
you know, but
Oh, I
nothing
I get
serious.
it.
No,
I ain't
I was about to say, you don't see us fighting it.
Yeah, it was. But shout out to Papa John's for teaching me profit and loss and business side of
That's what I was
the
about to
business
say. There you
side.
go.
'Cause if I didn't have them
A little
9 years of
internship.
management, and I had a store by the end of it, I had the Shelbyville Road store before I quit on them.
okay.
But yeah, so shout out to Fruitease. That's why I got my business mindset is
Shout
because
out to
And that's
Fruitease.
every hero has to have an origin story, so that's his
yeah, you
origin.
know what I'm saying? So now it's like I never work for another motherfucker where I gotta do inventory and profit and loss and
To that
all of
degree
this good
right.
stuff,
No.
unless it's me or my homies.
Well, that's right. Right.
I
Right.
I
definitely give
feel
that
you.
knowledge to the
I feel
homies.
you. Feel
Fruitease
you. Be
over the
your own
last
boss.
year has granted me opportunities I never thought that I would have had, and just the opportunities to dream and think of things that I never would have allowed myself to think was regular or attainable. So shout out to that. I feel like everybody who got an idea of starting a business or who wants to start a business, they should at least try it, like fail first. And then
That's
if not,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, find what you really here for.
So, like, staying on that same thing, like, how did you get started? Because just to preface, whatever you about to say, it's not too many of us, people that look like us, that
Yeah.
do stuff like you're doing. Like, how did you even get started? How does that even come about? Like, oh, I know I have a passion for this.
Right. Did you start with a
Well,
garden?
nobody in my life ever gardened, and like in my family, they barely drink tea in my family too, though. So it's just kind of we bought a house in 2020, and we got land. It had backyard, side yard, and I was like, "Yo," so I think I got some Asiatic lilies from my son's grandmother, and she was like, "Yeah, you should plant these in your yard. They'll look good with those." But I just put some new shrubs and stuff in the front of the yard, and just trying to make the house look a little better. So I put those down. She said they'll grow back every year. So the next year later, they grew out, and I was like, "Oh shit, the flowers grew back." So I was happy about that. So I'm gonna plant some more flowers. So I grew some sunflowers. My son's mom loves sunflowers, so I was like, "I'm gonna plant some." I didn't know how big sunflowers got. So these bad boys is like 8 feet tall and like, what I'm saying, about this big. So I was like, I'm gonna start taking some of these seeds out so I can keep growing these every year. So I grew the sunflower that second year. And when they started growing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to grow some watermelons then because it was about watermelon time. I started growing
Okay.
watermelons, but the sunflower will really set it off because the stem part got about this thick and it was healthier. So I was like, oh, I can actually grow stuff. I never thought about that. So I grew the sunflowers, I grew watermelons that first year. From there, I was just needing like I think I started growing like parsley, cilantro, just different stuff inside jars, inside little planters in the house because I was like I knew I can grow stuff. So I was like, okay, I can grow this. So I'm looking up hydroponics and different things like that because I was teaching at the nonprofit with the kids. So I was trying to find different classes and different things that I could teach them with, along with me gardening too. So it just started off as just me just occupying myself and just learning more, just more and more interested. And I started growing things that I actually like because I grew like tomatoes and stuff like it the first year when I grew the watermelons. But when the watermelons grew, I had like sugar baby watermelon. It was mad sweet. I had cucumber,
Gosh.
sage, lavender. So once I started growing like the sage and the lavender and the chamomile, I started growing those just really because I was gardening. I had a lot of like leafy greens and stuff like that, and I didn't want to use pesticides. So I was trying to figure out how I could not use pesticides. So I was looking up things and I found out about companion planting. So with companion planting, instead of you putting pesticides and stuff out there, you put marigolds or lavender or chamomile or onion bulbs or garlic bulbs in between
Yep.
certain things, and it deters like aphids, moths, fungal gnats, things like that. So instead of you putting these chemicals on your thing, you got natural things that say that kale draws aphids. You put a few onion bulbs around there, and onion bulbs is gonna only make the soil more like sulfuric too, though. So it's gonna help the soil under there too. So it's helping
Okay.
your plant grows whole lot stronger while keeping bugs away from it. So look up companion plant for sure. I'll probably have a Fruitease like gardening book coming soon, but I'm doing everything on my own. But you start learning those things, and I start growing them. So it's like I'm not gonna just have these little flowers growing out here and not utilize them. So I was looking to see what I could use them for. You could use it for hair, skin, nail. You can make tea. So I was like, instead of me letting them die out or wilt, I'll go out there and clip them before then. I had a dehydrator at the time. Start dehydrating everything, man. I start putting everything inside little jars and just put it up there, put the name on it. I had no really intent, full idea what I was going to use it for, but I just didn't want to be growing all these things and spending money on seeds and this, that, and the other, and not getting my bang for my buck. I'm pretty frugal, so I said, yeah, let me utilize all that. And as I got into that, like trying to deter away from coffee, it just kind of brought in that tea because I had so much stuff just stored up at the house. So from there, I was making lemon pepper seasoning and orange pepper seasoning with my orange zest and my lemon zest. So when I would peel oranges, instead of me just throwing the peel out, I would zest it and then dehydrate it and throw it in jars. And I was like, what can I use this for?
Yeah.
So I started making. I wanted to make like lemon oils and like orange oils for like mood stability. Like it helps to like calm you and soothe you and things like that. But before I got into like the oils and things, I got more into the teas. But I'll be having the oil soon too. But just trying to like fully utilize everything that you got
Right.
without wasting anything is kind of how it started, honestly. And then from there, just like, oh, this shit's way healthier than I got a lot of this shit that I could just make great tasting drink with, and it's healthier than me going to go get a Big Red, a Sprite, a Gatorade, anything like that, Starbucks. And then you start looking like I was going to Starbucks every day, 2 or 3 times a day, spending $7 to $10 on a drink. And I was getting nothing from that but caffeine, just a little energy for me to crash harder later. And now I'm drinking teas and there's no crash. I feel good in the next morning. It's giving me more than if I didn't drink, you know what I'm saying? So it's helping me and it tastes good at the same time. So I should start figuring out better ways. I was like, I gotta start making better flavors. So I start trying to make different names just to make it a little bit more interesting for the people, and it just kind of took off, honestly. Just a dude
What
with crazy ideas.
and what do you have in your garden now?
It's in my house. It's literally in my side yard. I don't got as much as I had going the last few years, but I got a peach tree, Arkansas black apple tree, raspberry, blackberry,
Mm,
and blueberry bushes. I got asparagus that's
mm.
been growing out there for the last 4 years. It comes back every year. Sage,
What?
lemon balm. Got about 9 different types of mint, like mojito mint, chocolate mint, Kentucky kernel mint, mint julep, apple mint, spearmint, sweet mint. It's a few of 'em, man, and then I got about 4 different cucumbers growing out there right now, but I'm looking to grow about, like, 8 different types this year. I got, like, cucamelons, a dragon's egg cucumber, Argentina cucumbers, and Himalayan cucumbers. I eat a cucumber almost every day. I was eating a cucumber right before I hopped on here with y'all. I had to have a smack it real quick for a nigga told me I was eating a healthy glizzy again. Nigga told me I let nigga see me in the street walking with a
Crazy.
cucumber. And I'm
Right.
like, "Oh,
Hey,
man, this nigga's eating a healthy glass." I heard a nigga say it on social media. I hope that nigga seen the social media, because if not, it was a good one off the top of the head, because I
The
would say, "Hey,
Clizzy
come on,
guy.
chill, little
The
nigga, man.
Clizzy.
right.
I'm 34."
You seen
Yeah.
I know you seen some of those videos where they like when you eating a banana around other niggas,
Yeah.
the nigga was like
That's the one
cutting
I
it up
see.
and shit.
Nigga said, "Yeah, your boy eating a healthy glizzy." Yo, come on, man. We used to smack bananas in
Like,
school.
bro, come on,
Now you
bro.
can't just
Right.
try
I
to keep
can't
your
eat a
potassium up.
banana. I
My
can't be
potassium
healthy.
low.
Eat a
Right.
potato.
I thought I
That's
got good
hilarious.
fast.
No, that makes complete sense though. Like a coffee drinker that migrated over to teas, you know what I mean?
I
And
still
like
drink
figuring
coffee.
that
I
out,
still drink
like,
coffee.
okay.
So I actually
How
make coffees and okra waters too. So it's just to let y'all know.
What's Oka water?
It's like a slimy water, but it's hydrates the body, and it gets like the blood circulating a whole lot better. And for women, it kind of like moisture you, give you a little bit moisture down there. But it's like a super, like it's better than
hey,
Whoa,
Pedialyte and Gatorade and all that. So yeah, so it's stuff like that. But I
for
got
real?
youth root, black maca root, ashwagandha. I got I'm dropping immunities and
you got the
Okay,
right shit.
sensuality.
okay,
So
yeah.
Okra, bro, I gotta fuck with you.
yeah, go.
I
Y'all
okra
look it
water,
up.
I'm
It's
writing that
mad
down.
slimy, so it's an acquired kind of taste. Cause you'll
Yeah.
chop your okra up, you'll soak it in the water overnight. But how I do it is I add like ginger or lime or ginger and lemon to it, so it gives it like a nice little snap. But at the same time, it's mad refreshing, dude. So it's like some people take it in the shot form. Some women I see on social media just wake up and have a big ass cup and just gulp that shit down. And you can mix like I got a bunch of dehydrated fruits inside of there, so I can mix whatever fruit that I want into it. So just for the future. It's kind of like have y'all had boba?
Yes.
Like boba tea, love boba. So imagine if you just took all those like a whole jar and just mashed all of them open and then just try to drink how
Ah,
you would
Okay.
imagine
I
how
got
it's
you.
slimy, it's
Right.
real it's
It's
goopy,
slimy,
Right,
right.
it's thick. But
right.
it's
All
crazy
right.
refreshing, kind of like hibiscus. So yeah, I tried it. I grew
Okay.
I got about 4 or 5 okra plants out there growing right now. They're small, but when they start growing, I have those popping from the garden.
If I wanted to start my own garden, what would you tell, if
Um,
anybody, what would you tell a beginner to start at? And, maybe some tips to look for.
Depending on like I come across different people, and if we want to go like to a cheaper place, I would say go to Walmart. Walmart, you can get soil from almost any range. You can get really good soil for like a nice price. Mother Earth and Fox Farms, really, really good soil. If y'all garden,
Okay.
check that out. They have really cheap trees. So like if you want to try to get you a little tree or something like that, that's where I got my peach tree from. Cause if you go anywhere else, you're gonna pay about $150 to $189 for like a peach tree, apple tree. But that's because it's like at a plant nursery and they actually take care of them, and they got people who knows what those plants need. They fertilize it and stuff like that. So it's probably gonna be a lot healthier. So it's worth it for you to spend that money. But you go to Kroger's, you can come across a really, really good one that just didn't need too much care, and it's only about $60 plus. You can get you a peach tree and it survives. A girl just asked me yesterday, said, I didn't know that they could survive the winters. My peach tree, Princess Peach, is fucking 4 years old. So she's great. She's grown peaches
Whoa,
every year.
that's
And
crazy.
She's getting way bigger than she's ever gotten too, though, because I've been learning different fertilizer techniques and different stuff to use for it. But Walmart, if you want to go on the cheap end, because you can get like little planters and little starter kits, like the big one, like where you can do 100 something seeds in there at a time for about $20. So you can get those little pieces and stuff like starter kits from there. But if you want to go and get actual plants to just put down in your garden, I would say go to like East Market Street. It's a place called Fresh Start and it's Plant Kingdom. Plant Kingdom. So they will have everything you need inside of Plant Kingdom. East Market, right before you get to
Okay.
Baxter,
Yeah.
peach
Yeah,
trees,
yeah.
apple trees, pear trees. They got all types of hot peppers, herbs. I just was in there the other day. They got the purple sweet potato in there, and I just got a ube chai
Oh,
that I
do
started
they?
making. So I'm gonna start. I'm
Might
gonna
be my
go and get a bunch
Wi-Fi.
of those
I
and
can't hear
grow them
y'all.
inside of my garden, so I can have my ube chais.
I've had purple potatoes, but I think they were Peruvian. I've never had the sweet potatoes, so I gotta have it.
So it's called ube, and it's like I guess it's like natural to Africa. So it's got a lot of benefits in it. So I got a ube chai and a ube matcha that I just dropped like last month. I'm still mixing around on the names, but I think I'm gonna go with like midnight garden tea or some midnight garden matcha because it's like purple and green. It's got a dope look. I
Midnight
haven't. I
matcha?
think I got a matcha and I got a chai, but yeah, y'all like matcha? I fool with
Midnight
matcha.
matcha, yeah,
Yes.
midnight
You
ma
said yeah. Okay, so my
How
mid
thing was
Yes, I do.
I was gonna have a quarter zip and matcha pull up. And I was gonna have everybody pull up in quarter zips, and we was gonna have like just meet and greet different people. Whoever pull up with their quarter zips, I'm not gonna give free matchas out to. So we're gonna get that set up. It's probably gonna be like the 16-ounce jar though, but I'm gonna do it soon just because I've been wanting to do that since like the middle of last year. So now that we talking about it, I know more people that like matcha. I'm gonna have to holler at Study so we can pull on up at the studio, man.
For
Have everybody
sure.
come over, they quarter zips and network, man.
I like that idea. I like that idea of,
That's been going strong in my
ways how
head for a long time. I ain't really spoke on it that much, but the quarter zip and matcha
Nah,
pull up is gonna have to happen.
So before I forget, how do you come up with your flavors? I know you got your garden and you got all
right,
of these different ingredients and
right.
vegetables and everything, but like, how do you? I'm gonna pick this with this. With, you know what I mean? Like, how do you come
So
up
it
with that?
started off as
Benefits,
just me
are
just
you
being
balancing
just
it?
I feel like not weird, but like weird in a good way. Just thinking in my head, like what fruits would be good together? What fruits have I tried together? Would it be good together? And it's all a lot of like normal fruit combos out there. Like a raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, orange, lemon, lime, or something like that. So I've had those, and then I just try to find different fruit that I could kind of make it mans with. And then even at that, like Starbucks has dropped a few things that I was just like, oh shit, I bet I can make that. And it's gonna be, real tea and real fruit inside of it. So it ain't no problem with trying to be a little competitive sometimes too, though. But yeah, it's just sometimes like, Starbucks dropped like they just dropped a mango cream chai. So I was like, oh, I got mango and I got cream and my chais are people love the chais that I make. So I made it and I had like a case ordered of those the day that I made it. So, you know, uh, sometimes it's ideals from the out, and then sometimes I'm just sitting here in my office and it's just like, yo, like the other day, I seen a star fruit. So I was like, ooh, where can I get a
I
star fruit? So I think I'm
love
gonna go to
star fruit.
Whole
Love
Foods
star
and try to find some star fruit pretty soon. And I'll be dropping a tea with some star fruit. And I got that blue spirulina, which is like it's a blue algae. I tried to drop a tea last year. It was blue, and I called it Under the Sea, but it didn't stick. So I'll be revamping up the Under the Sea with the star fruit and blue spirulina, and I'll find another fruit or two to combo with the star fruit, and I'll be revamping the Under the Sea tea. So it just
I like
usually
it.
just me seeing stuff, and like if I got a bunch of fruit already like all the fruit that I got now, I feel like I've already kind of mixed and matched besides two or three of them that I just now added to the menu. But I'm still looking for other fruit to kind of go and get, like, so I can get in bulk and then I can bring it home, chop it up, dehydrate it, and just have it in the powder form. So when I'm ready to try something new, I can do it. And then I got a lot of people who's looking for collabs, and when they have events and vendor events and stuff like that, they want me to drop special teas for them. So I've had about three of them, I think, that I've dropped special teas for. I had a workout event with Amber. Body by M's. She got a workout studio and she teaches. She's a workout instructor. So she had her 26th birthday and she was like, "Ah, we want you to have your teas here. Could you craft like a special tea?" So she wanted me just to craft a special tea. But in my mind, it's like, oh, if we're here working out, I'm gonna make a post workout tea. So I ended up having my pump it up tea that I ended up making and I ended up adding it to the menu because it had a great review. It was watermelon, cucumber, beetroot with hibiscus and lamb juice because like the beetroot and the lamb juice helps the lime juice helps to open up for the beetroot to kind of get that blood circulation flowing even better. On top of the hibiscus, is great for blood circulation, libido, lowering and regulating your blood pressure, good stuff like that.
You love
I figured after
libido.
you worked it out, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You could do that, and then you got this
Working out.
watermelon and beetroot powder, and then I got fresh squeezed cucumber in there for the hydration also. So now you got this drink that's gonna help you after you work out, or you know what I'm saying, help that muscle pump and then help your muscle recover as well. And then that's where I dropped the ube chai too, and I brought that there. But I didn't drive it as a ube chai. I think I just brought it as a ube tea because I didn't want the milk in it after the workout. But that's good for muscle
Right, right,
recovery
right.
after the workout. Iron, a little bit of iron. It had a lot of benefit for that purple sweet potato, honestly. And just a few other ones that I just kind of dropped to kind of help people post workout after they had that dope event. It's a great tasting drink, and at the same time, it's going to help the body recover. So they loved it, and I had about 8 people that hit me up for like 2 weeks after that event. After they would leave her spot, they would call me up to come get a tea. So that worked out pretty well.
You need to bring that one specifically to, the Black Farmers Market for all the performers because I feel like
Oh,
they
yeah,
might
no, that's
need
why I
a
said,
they
Right,
cause
need a hit of
that
that.
absolutely.
first week
You feel me?
that first week that passed, I didn't bring none of the new ones. I said, "I'm gonna wait till the second week just cause I didn't wanna overload
I feel
everybody
you.
who haven't
I
tried my new. I've probably dropped
Right,
at
Right.
least 10 new
right.
teas since last year's farmer's market, and that was the first one yesterday. So I probably brought, like, all of the first flavors that I ever made at this first one. So now this one, now that you recommended
Right,
it, you said that one, the Pump It Up will
right.
be there. But Imma have to add, like, 2 of the other new
Yeah.
ones on top of that with the Pump It Up, and y'all know I usually have, like, the half gallons that I pour for samples, so I have those. I'll bring the Pump It Up for a sample, that way people already know what they're getting in for, so whenever I do
Right.
that, usually the few
Let
that I
let the
have in the
artist
sample.
No, I was just gonna say let the artist sample it because they might need it, you feel me? I'd be
Nah, we
specific,
gonna
you
give it to
know?
them. Do y'all eat cucumbers?
Not
Yeah,
really,
like, and
honestly.
cucumber water is
I
a thing that
will.
I'm into.
Say
Right.
say
I've had it in as an ingredient and stuff. I don't eat
drop
cucumbers by themselves.
I got a cucumber tea, and it's good for sinus and mucus relief. It's got mullein leaf in it, but I do lemonades now. Now, I don't know if I told y'all. So I got a cucumber lemonade, and people's not doing that yet. So I'm trying to let y'all know that, as well as me doing like watermelon, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, papaya, kiwi, pink guava, passion fruit, all those flavors as lemonades. I got a cucumber lemonade that's actually better than all of them. And that's what I was pushing last
Okay.
week at the farmer's market for hydration.
Okay.
And so it's fresh juiced
I'm hold
cucumbers
you
and fresh squeezed lemons that I do at the crib. While I came out and
Hey,
it had a
yay.
great turnout for the cucumber lemonade. People that don't even like cucumbers was like, "Ah, it sound nasty." I said, just try it." They loved it.
right.
That's crazy.
That's what I was about to say. Imma hold you to your word. You said it's
I
better
got
than
y'all.
all that.
It is. I bought
Alright,
like
alright.
10 cucumbers from the farmer's market that just passed. So I got a whole lot of fresh cucumbers at the house for me to juice and bring back around for
Oh,
the next farmer's market.
One last thing real quick, real quick. Um, you were talking about making special flavors for special events. Did you this is a iPod exclusive right here. Did you say you was thinking about an iPod
Yeah, I
an odd
was.
drink?
an oddity
Yeah,
an
we gonna we
oddity
got to
an
we
oddity.
got to have to figure out y'all favorite fruit combo and what type of benefits y'all looking for inside of it.
Okay.
Or if y'all got a favorite
You
type
let
of tea that y'all like, cause y'all like tea, right?
uh,
So, I got like
yeah, we'll have
oolong, jasmine green, aromatic black tea, chamomile, lavender. I'll send y'all the menu of like every tea that I got and all the fruit that I got. And either y'all can craft it or y'all can just give me some ideas and I'll especially, do something, crazy for y'all.
Okay.
Cause I got ashwagandha and black maca root, yucca root.
Right.
It
I
get a little
would
bit of
like the
everything.
Hey,
idea of us, like, maybe doing it in person, making a video, promote you know what
Y'all
I'm
don't care.
saying?
But I
Because
just
that
wanna
would be
get it
kinda dope too.
crafted, and then if after I get it crafted, I
Yeah, yeah,
come
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the
I
I
slate
come with the jars. I'll come with the jars with the teas in it, and I come with the tea bags,
And
and we
try
can
it.
go wherever, shoot it. A content of us whipping it up. I could bring
Yeah, right.
if we go with something out of the garden, I could even get like I could bring fresh leaves and we can mortar and pestle it and make it fresh.
So that's what I'm talking about. Do some shit
You know
like
what I'm saying?
that. Yeah. Yeah,
So I
yeah,
said
yeah.
that's
We'll
why
have
I
to
want
figure
to do like a live tea experience in the future once I get my space. So that
that's what
way
I was
when
about to
people
say.
come and you can be able to go out to the garden, the botanical tea garden, pick your leaves, get whatever fruit you want, chop it on up,
You
mash it in
own
the
to
mortar and
something.
pestle. We'll steep
You
it and
own
we'll
to
go.
something.
So, you
You
know,
know,
You
we
own to
talk about
something.
bourbon experiences and everything in Louisville, Kentucky,
yeah,
like that whole experience itself. Like I've even been to Chicago. I've made my own cologne with Ashley, made her own perfume, blah
yeah,
blah blah. Those kind of experiences, make your own soap. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Pottery, things
We
like
just
that.
been a
So like
creative. That's supposed to be it.
that's a niche, but that's a niche experience right there. Like,
Yeah,
come make it. Like, I haven't as many places, you know, that I've seen and done, da da da. That would be something that would be
yeah.
really dope, and I feel like would really do well. So, we like, and not 100, we 1,000% behind that idea. We
Y'all might
definitely,
be the first people that
you know
had
what
to
I mean?
come out with me, and we had to do a
No,
see,
Hey,
I've been talking to a few people about having these tea talks, so yeah, we had to pull y'all for a
no,
tea talk to the
I would
garden.
be
We'll pull
so
some leaves up, we'll mash them on down, and we'll French press them
big.
down and make us some. Or actually, we could actually use my tea kit. We just throw the
Yeah, go ahead.
mashed leaves inside
That
here with our fruit.
show that to the people.
Okay, so I do have my tea kits. I usually have it in a box, but my boxes ran out, so I did it in this little nice little way. It comes with a strainer for your tea. You'll put your tea down inside of her. How many packs of tea you want inside of her? I usually do about 10 of them inside of the box with all of this for about $50. So you get about $120 worth of tea, fruit teas things for $50. So it's pretty good. But for this without the box, I'm doing probably about $35 because the box was a little expensive. But this is a steep your own tea kit. Whatever fruit you want inside of her, whatever tea you want inside of her, you can craft your own, even if it's not a tea that I made on my menu. I've told people multiple times over again, you can go to that craft your own menu and look at any of the fruits on there, any of the teas on there. You can make exactly what your heart desires. So you know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, I don't like ginger and I like everything else. Or I don't like the lemon in there, but I like it. So I'm allergic to strawberries, but I like everything else. Just tell me your specialty. Just craft it. Just tell me, hey, I want this without that. That's simple.
See,
But
like
people,
that.
I feel like some people feel like they're being difficult, but it's like, yo, I deliver every day, Monday through Friday, from like
Uh,
11 in the morning to about 5:30, and I come home and clock in for my third shift job. It is what I do. I do it because I want to, not because I necessarily have to. I do
right,
it because
right.
it's my business and I'm loving and growing. So it's all a pleasure for me.
it ain't work.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely don't work.
All right, judge my I make a morning shot that I think my wife found on TikTok like years ago, so we've been making it for a minute. So judge it, see if I'm right, see if I'm doing right. I got oranges with a lemon, ginger and turmeric,
100?
black pepper to activate the turmeric,
Yeah.
a little agave, and coconut water.
Yeah.
I'll mix it up. I'll strain it, the juice, you know, with like a cheesecloth or something, and then
Man,
I'll
you need a
use it as
tea kit. I'm
a
gonna have to
morning
bring y'all
shot.
some tea kits when I get some on me. I'm gonna bring you, especially because you make teas. One of these, they don't gotta be a fruit tea, but forget a
That's cool.
cheesecloth, man.
I got
That's
you.
tedious. It makes you not want to do it every morning, right? The cheesecloth.
Right.
Yeah.
R
So no, that right there, that's a 100 out of 10 right there. That's a great tea right there.
Okay.
What do you do you do you use like what do you do like a green tea? Or if you got any jasmine green tea, you could put that in there and help a lot. Just kind of like a natural
Know what
like
teas I
for like
have in
energy.
there. I have to check. I have to check what
Yeah,
teas I
so I'll
have.
say
I don't
you
know
do that and
exactly
throw
which
you like
ones.
just a plain like the tea leaves in there on top of that, man, and it'll add a little more to it. But all of that, man, because
Okay.
I make like a little medicine ball and I do all of that inside of it besides the not the turmeric or the black pepper. But recently I just
Okay.
did a few of them with the black pepper in it because I got that hot honey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Ashley is hot honey. She's from the farmer's market too, and she got
Okay.
some spiced, it's like peppered honey, and oh man, are you mix it in the tea? That spice with the sweetness, cause I mixed it in a few of my fruit teas. I did like an immunity one for my sore throat. I used like
Okay.
split from the garden, lemon balm, and mint. and I put like orange, lemon, and ginger inside of it with the jasmine green tea. And man,
Okay.
I'm like, I'm coming back right now. So that's definitely a good go to. And it's like a natural, kind of like a medicine ball kind of vibe. For sure, for sure.
Okay.
So if you take that every morning, it'll do a little bit more than medicine. It's just kind of like an everyday thing to get your body going, blood flowing. Throw some like
Yep.
beetroot inside of her in the morning to go help with like the libido. You got juicing? A little beetroot, I like some cucumber.
Do we have one?
Well,
I don't
he's
think
we
so.
might. Yeah, I guess like because
I
I know
don't
people
think
don't
so.
think to get beets, but you got you a few beets. They got a nice little shelf life, so they're just kicking inside the fridge. I spoil more the battered potatoes and just juice you some and throw it in a jar, or a cup, and just use it to pour inside that every morning with your shot, and it just kind of help get that little energy flowing. If you did put no tea in there, and a little natural energy. I'm
I got a
learning more about
homie,
it.
Juice Daddy, 502. Uh, that's who I get my beetroot juice from
Oh, I think
generally.
I
He's
was
in
watching.
he's in Farmers Market.
Did you do an interview with him?
Oh, not yet. I gotta get him.
Maybe did he
Jared,
do an interview
I
with
gotta get
somebody
your ass
else?
on here.
Man, maybe he
Light-skinned,
did an
he's a
interview with
light-skinned
somebody on
kinda big
Instagram
dude.
and I seen it. Do we do smoothies?
Oh, he just well, at least I haven't seen him in a while. But I'm pretty sure it's still just juices,
Okay.
not teas,
Shout out
just
to
like strictly.
$5 strawberry lady.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just want to start quick little intermission on that. Cause I was gonna take a bite of one of them. I'll be mad and post them. I'm sorry, y'all. But hey,
Sheesh.
Beautiful.
I
I
can't wait
know.
to craft. I can't wait to craft a tea for y'all. And when I say I can't wait for Big Mike to come back in town too, because I'm gonna be crafting the tea for him too.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a good place to start for people who don't know. That was definitely one. I
Hmm.
saw you talk about it on Big and Lazy. Shout out Big and Lazy. You know that's our dog. Great interview with
Big and
him.
late.
I'm trying not to ask too many
Yeah,
questions
Al.
on that one. Y'all go check that one
Go
out.
check it
That's
out
that's
because
a
that
good
one's
interview.
definitely love. He dove in, man, and that was like my second time meeting him, and it's just all love. That's why I say I love it when I can just get around like-minded people and just be
Right.
100% genuine.
That's
So I
our
always
homie for real.
at Couch is mad comfortable. Yeah, he was telling me, he was like, "Man, have you talked to them?" I was like, "Man, I can't wait till they holler at me, man. That was back when." Then y'all did
Right.
study them. I was
Nah.
like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming.
got
It's
to.
coming.
Got
It's
to.
coming.
Got it.
It's
Right.
coming, man.
he felt he
It's
felt it.
coming.
He felt it.
It's gotta."
But no. But if people don't know Big Mike, he tried Bill Legend and another flavor, and he
The
was
sweet potato
floored.
pie chai is the one that he loved.
Sweet potato pie chai.
So how that started was I see he was last time he came, I tried to hit him and he was already heading back. 'Cause I seen him at a post about being in Louisville. So the next time I
Okay.
seen it, it was just like a week or so later or 2 weeks later, and I was like, I was back here working at nighttime. So I'm gonna DM him now. So I was like, hey, I got teas. I don't know if you fool with teas, but I'd like to get you some teas, da da da. Wrote back, say he loved teas. So I told him I'll meet up with him. I pulled up on him and dropped off maybe like 5 or 6 teas for him. Tried all of them, loved them. Hit me up like seconds after I pulled off. I was like, yo, this shit's fire, man. Da, 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 da. Made a post, and then like his wife wrote under the post and was like, he done drunk all these teas and it didn't save me none. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you the menu and I'll come drop you off 2 flavors that you need. She was gonna pay me. I told her, no, don't worry about it. So I dropped it off to her. And I'm not even thinking nothing of it. I'm just trying to get them to try the teas. From there, he called
Right.
me back and was like, "Yo, I need like we probably going back out of town, but I'ma stay and I need like a case of those." So he ended up ordering a case and brought all my jars back that I gave him for free. So it's just like not even a loss.
Damn.
I do like every 4 jars you return, you get a free tea. But granted, I gave him out for free.
Okay.
He just gave them all back, and he bought a case of them from me, and made like 4 videos of it. And really, like, the word of mouth really went crazy after that. So shout out to Big Mike for sure, for sure. All love.
Shout
We
out
probably
to Big
connecting
Mike.
whenever he come back down here because I definitely do want to craft that tea for him. I definitely need to craft a tea for Big and Lazy too. So we all got to get together one day and just be in there with all the fruit and the teas together and just craft this shit together. But nah, I love
That would be
crafting it.
dope.
And that's why I say, and even at that, like I wouldn't mind like if y'all would like if y'all want like a desk holder, I got like a lot of epoxy inside of here. I could fill it up with like a little dye and we could put it in the background, like a little paperweight
You know,
or a
I'll put it
footsie,
Oh,
right on
go hard.
my
yeah.
I'll put it right
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
because
there.
I'm planning
Hey,
on putting one up there, but it's so far away. So I was like, I'm gonna have to figure out who got like podcasts and stuff like that, and I can bring y'all a few free teas and y'all can throw that
I
bad
take
boy
it.
back
I
out.
take I put that right there.
For
Right?
I
sure.
put it right there.
Look, I craft y'all tea for y'all and drop off like 5, 6 of them to y'all. Y'all just throw one of those in one of these little paperweights in the background, and then we'll make it the same color,
So
Without a doubt.
whatever y'all tea is. Hey,
Without
since
a
that's
fucking
we talking about crafting actual my fault.
no, I'm just saying that's a good plan.
No, for sure. Like I'll put that right behind me, right here.
Let's do it. I'm gonna get them whipped up. I got like 2 pounds of epoxy behind me. This is my creative station back here.
So, like, speaking of that, talking about crafting teas, like, if I'm asking too much, just tell me.
Nah,
Like, how do you
you
actually
good.
craft a tea? You know what I mean? Is
Not
it
good.
is it just
I like
straight
that
up
question.
put my ingredients in a strainer, or is it, you say you have powder? Like,
Okay, so it's just depending on what I'm crafting, but for the most part, like I usually know like the benefits and stuff for like typical thing when people asking me, they tell me they looking for whether or not it's libido, I got high blood pressure, I got sleep apnea, got sore throat. I know typical what to lean towards, but then I go towards I got like a list in my phone of just like all the teas and like tons of benefits for each of them. So it's just the fact of the matter that I just go to that if I don't come with nothing off the top of the head. And from there, I ask them like, what kind of fruit you like. But a lot of people are usually pretty picky and just like, no, you just whip something up for me. So I just like, yo, I'm just trying to be more
mhm,
personal for you, so you automatically like it. But they always love it though. So but when I do it, is I'll pick those leaves just according to what they need as far as benefits, as far as crafting it, and then I got my fruit. So I take my fruit, I chop them up, put them inside of my dehydrator, dehydrate them overnight. The next day, I put them inside of my grinder and I blend it down to a powder. So I got jars of fruit powders all inside of my apothecary. So when I go to do it, I take whatever scoop of whatever they need out of her, whatever tea that they need, and then say that they needed like a libido boost tea or estrogen boost or pH balance. I got black maca, ashwagandha, urethral root. I'm getting shilajit by the summer, but if they need anything like that, I'll just add a scoop of that inside of it. I tie the bag off and I add the sweetener. So I do offer my teas unsweetened with honey or with sugar. I usually make them just typically with sugar, but with the honey it's $2 extra. 'Cause honey is a little bit more expensive. But I add the sweetener inside of
Of
her, throw the
course.
bag in, I let the tea kettle steep and well get hot, and then I pour it on in there. Whether or not they want a hot tea, I just fill the jar all the way up. If they want a cold tea, I fill it up halfway, and then fill it the rest of the way with ice, and you got your tea. That's the whole boy. And I don't mind to tell it because it's like I would like if I got a lot of kids that I teach at the nonprofit who's like, oh, I want to get into doing teas or lemonades. I don't mind that other people are doing what I'm doing. Like that's not why I'm doing it to compete with
yeah,
nobody. I'm doing it one because I like doing it, and two because it fulfills me. It gives me a sense of joy. So the more people I meet that do what I do, it kind of gonna make me feel a little bit more better too. Honestly, so.
That's
That's why I
smart.
wanna start these tea talks around Louisville so nobody feels like a competitive vibe or like somebody don't like them. Which I shop with a lot of herbalists around Louisville anyway, so shout out to them, Health Daddy Wow, sheesh, Soulful Solutions.
Right. Yeah,
Damn, I'm
Puff
gonna forget
Daddy.
some people because there's so many people. Everybody at the farmer's market, anybody that I follow on Instagram, I fuck with all y'all, man. All the herbalists. So I'm gonna have tea talks with everybody and just kind of talk, how y'all got into it and what y'all want to get
Definitely.
from it. What y'all looking to get from this too. So, you know, it's gonna be
Dope.
fun. Got a lot of stuff coming for the summer, y'all.
You know what would be, like, the best thing, like, since we're in early May, if I was
Mhm.
to start, like, with something today, what would be a seasonal the best, I don't know, thing to
Tomatoes,
start with?
them are gonna grow. You wanna go herbs?
Are they?
Eating herb right now.
Okay.
The ones you really don't want to go with right now, that's kind of like the leafy greens because it's getting real hot and humid. So it's gonna draw like
Okay.
makes sense.
bugs and aphids and slugs and stuff like that. So if you do it, you want companion plant stuff like that. But you can go raspberries,
Okay.
blueberries, strawberries right now. Watermelons are a little late, but it's still perfect for it. So you can really start you some watermelons now if you want to do it now. um,
Okay. Like,
shit.
literally.
Oh man, zucchini, squash, stuff like that. You can grow all of that right now. Carrots, radishes, beets. You start those, and if you start you some carrots
Okay.
and radishes, go
Yeah,
ahead and start you some
okay. All
watermelons
that.
too. And those are aerate the soil for your watermelon. So when they start growing, the roots it'll have more air down there to work and grow and branch out better. Like if it's more compact in your soil. So yeah, them like carrots and like everything that grows under the ground, ginger, garlic, radishes, beet. But radishes is gonna be perfect to grow with your watermelons because you just throw them in the same plant bed and they're gonna help each other out. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, start those radishes, beets,
That's dope.
watermelons, cantaloupes, cucumbers,
Would you call it companion planting or something?
companion planting. Yeah, so it's just like certain things it just
Yeah,
help
that's crazy.
deter what certain other plants draw to it. Whether or not it's like slugs or them little the
Right, that's
Mhm.
little
dope.
white bugs, and even at that, you can go on Amazon and buy you a like a little thing of ladybugs. Buy you some ladybugs, take them, let them loose in your garden. They gonna tear everything up. They're warriors. And they don't really fool
That's
with
Really?
interesting.
yeah, like your
Shout
vegetables. Yeah,
out to
they
the
fucking up good.
ladybug.
And shout out to ladybugs, man. I got a newfound love for ladybugs and bees just since I've been gardening for the last 4 or 5 years. Just because it's like, oh,
Well, I
okay.
love that's what I told
I fool with
I
y'all, man. I
I
fool
was
with y'all
literally
along
telling
the
my
way.
mama this today. I'm like, I mess with the bees. I'm like, "Y'all are
Yeah,
crazy. Bees
we
is
couldn't be doing
dope."
shit
They
without
like
bees for real, for real. Like we had to be out here like oh yeah. So
they
I didn't get
they
into that.
pollinate all our shit.
So I actually self-pollinate, and so just imagine if we had to do that ourselves all the time. So you can self-pollinate things. Like once my watermelons start growing, and I start seeing my flowers and my buds popping, I get out there and self-pollinate. I don't wait on no bees. I still let them do their thing, but I'll pop off the male flower, go over to the female flower, rub it all inside of that bad boy, flick it on off. You pregnant, and we good. Simple as that.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But yeah,
Is
but
it? That's
I
it.
never I know
That's
I'm never
crazy.
settled with two, so I always do two. I've never settled with one, so I do like two. I grab two male plants and do it over the female just to be sure has some enough pollen on there, and then I just flick it, and you'll see it when bad boys start going. Yeah, yeah. Once I learned I could do it, I felt real freaky. I said, "Yo, this is wild. This is kind of crossing the line
Freaky
right now."
teeth.
Have me in the garden like this, nigga looking over my shoulder in the garden. I feel like I was doing something wrong. My
That's
son walk out the door. I said,
crazy.
"What you doing, daddy?"
That's freak
That's
Nothing, man.
interesting.
Hey,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
wait,
simple.
hey,
Right.
hey.
Hey,
We're just
come
we're
be
just
a
Yeah,
playing.
guest.
We're just playing.
yeah, yeah. And then, yo, they're getting to know each other.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
But yeah, so
interesting
with
for real though.
cucumbers and watermelons, I do it super easy. But like with peppers and like tomatoes, they like self pollinate, so you don't got to worry about that. Like my peach tree self pollinate
You
too.
ever oh, and that's what I always okay, so that's what I always wondered about too, because I read that, like, peach trees were, like can be notoriously, like, difficult at times
Yeah, they can be,
to keep up.
but
Maybe I'm tripping.
I just mine has it, but a lot of
Go
people
ahead.
who I've talked to, but it's like I do nothing extra. I gave it good soil in the beginning. I fertilized it pretty well. Like last year, I neglected it, so I
Okay.
probably only got like 20 peaches off of it. But I just started a business, so it wasn't like 20 peaches was
Mhm.
good for me. And then I like took almost all the leaves off of it and had
Right.
teas for well leaves for teas. So it did its job
Right.
last year. So
See,
last year we did more about leaves off the tree. This year I'll get a bunch of peaches and leaves. It's got more leaves than I've ever seen on it. It's got way more branches on it now too. So Princess Peach is in full effect right now.
how much space do you need? How much space you need?
I don't. I use like my side yard. I could flip my camera and show you my backyard, but it ain't shit. It's just a big ass trampoline, but it's
No,
huge, and I don't even garden in my backyard.
okay, that's what I was about to say. That's what I
I
was
use
about to
like a
say. I
narrow
thought they were
pathway
big,
on my
bro.
side of my house. So this year, I think I'm for Halloween. I'm gonna start a pumpkin
Okay.
patch in the backyard for my kids. So I'm gonna do the pumpkin patch, and I might try to do corn. Corn's pretty difficult because you kind of gotta pollinate those yourself because they got the little silks that hang off the top of it, and that's how you pollinate them to make. And you gotta
Yep.
make sure every silk is pollinated, or you're gonna have like missing kernels in your corn. So it's like you need like a really really big field because they kind of self pollinate themselves, but you can pollinate it yourself because it's like when the wind blows, the pollen goes off and they're just like pollinating themselves.
Right,
But
right.
you can go out there and take two of
They
them next to
keep
each other and do
right.
that, but they wouldn't probably be as
You might
good
not be
looking
perfect.
as normal. It wouldn't be perfect corn, but I still wanted to attempt it. So I think this year, once it gets a little cooler, I can just focus on like pumpkins, squash, and like corn maybe. Once my berries and my peaches are gone, I just kind of be focusing on like leafy greens like kale, arugula, lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like that. I've grown almost everything though, really. And
Did you
like I
say you
said,
were looking to get a bigger garden?
yes, I'm actually looking for this. It's a spot up the street from my house. I'm trying to. I want to get it from the Louisville Land Bank. It's a little bit of nothing. I just been so consumed with Fruitease, honestly. So once I really get that moment of time to read
Right.
into this paperwork for the Louisville Land Bank and all that, just kind of figure what everything is. If there's gonna be anything else of me after I get the land and stuff like that. But Taylor with Change Today, Change Tomorrow was helping me with that. Actually, I just kind of put a stop on it for a little second because I was focused on other things. I don't think it's going nowhere. It's been there since we moved in this house. It's like a lot of land where a house was tore down. So it's just all of that land there. So I could be able to get that, go get me some pallets to build a fence up around it, get a I got a spot where Study's dad work at. And we got a bunch of pallets. He's talked to me yesterday, so I can just go keep going, pick a bunch of those up, make a fence, make a bunch of raised garden beds out of it. I got all the tools. I do a little bit of everything. I gotta fix cars and build fences, build
Oh,
a
well,
garden
yeah,
bed.
that's in your wheelhouse. That's in your
Yeah, so I said,
wheelhouse.
if I just get out the free pallets, I'll get out there one day with the saw
Yeah.
and the drill, little hammer,
Yeah,
and
get the
make something
Sawzall out there,
happen.
boy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, no, but,
Do
my bad. Shout out to my boy Cash and Talents. He's on Facebook. He makes raised garden beds, the sturdiest raised garden beds out of pallets. And I got like
really?
2 or 3 of them out in my garden right now. That's where
Really?
my cucumbers and all my hot peppers are in right now. And you know what I'm saying? Even though I do stuff with my hand, I be lazy and sometimes I don't want to do shit. He got some really, really good. So if y'all looking to get any, $75, they're huge. Like
Now, what's the
you could
benefits of a raised garden bed?
if you got rodents out, so like possums,
Yeah,
raccoons, rabbits,
right. All
they'll
those
fuck
things.
your shit up,
Right,
especially if you're a companion plant. Some people don't get their soil tested either. Like we bought our house, so we
right.
had the soil had to get tested and stuff when we bought it, so we knew we had good soil. And when we bought our house, my next door neighbor,
Okay,
she was growing everything over there. So we already knew like, oh, we got some of the best soil
okay.
in
So you
Louisville.
already
So
knew.
okay, good. So yeah, we right over kind of by the river though. So I knew that we had good soil. But if you don't know if you got good soil or if you haven't
Mm,
had your soil tested, or if you know that your soil is toxic, you can just get you some raised garden beds. Or if you just don't got a lot of space, like you just got like an apartment, you can just put raised
right, that
garden beds out on the side. As long as your apartment complex is cool, but I feel
side.
like, you know what I'm saying, if it looks good, then they probably wouldn't mind, you know. Some people, if you get a small enough one, you can get a little raised garden bed and put it on your balcony and just grow, you know, tomatoes and then cucumbers. And then once it's
yeah,
out of season, whatever else you want, throw you some kale seeds in there, and that'll grow all throughout the wintertime, you know. And you just keep switching up throughout the year. And then once you start realizing, oh, I can
I
do this,
love
you'll start
this.
growing a bunch of other shit. That's why I tell all my friends and family, if y'all grow one thing, just try to grow one thing. Like I started the plant, I'll bring out a 6-inch plant for you, take care of it, let it grow, give you the fruits off of it, and I swear you're gonna grow something else next year. Simple. Cause it's like just one thing,
mm,
like don't burn yourself out. Especially if you do something like a strawberry, you know, watermelon.
Right,
Like you get
right.
to eat this fruit after, you know what I'm saying? Especially one watermelon plant to give you about 20 watermelons off of you. So
Woo!
instead of
I
you trying to
would
grow
try
a
that
bunch of
shit out.
things, just grow that one watermelon plant and you just take care of that and focus all your time on that and get your 20 watermelons, sell a few of them for $10 and you eat a few of them. And you know what I'm saying? You sell 10 of them and you eat 10 of them. You got $100 you done made off this $5 plant you bought or the $2.99 seed you done pack of seeds you pay for. And then you'll take those 10 that you didn't decide you want to eat. Make sure you harvest your seeds out of it, let them dry out, throw them inside a little, you know, brown paper bag or something, and then the next year, grow you another plant. But you know how many seeds you gonna get from one watermelon? More or less 10. You're gonna have like 10,000 seeds. And then either you can decide on whether or not you want to just grow one watermelon next year or I want to grow 5 watermelon plants next year. And if you do a farmer's market, then you go and you sell your watermelon plant. You grew this one seed from your watermelon last year and you sell it for $4.99. And now somebody else get to go do the same thing. You know, that's why I say it's fun. Yeah, I got people who got raspberry bushes from me
That's
because
beautiful.
my raspberry, it grows like a weed, so it just grows up shoots all around my garden. So I had to pull them up out of from where they're growing sometimes and I just throw them off in a pot. And at the farmer's market, I find somebody who wants one. I sell them to them. And next year later, I got a full bush from that plant you gave me. That fucker about this big. So that's crazy. But that's how it works. And now
That's
you got
dope.
something to talk about. And now, even if they tell people that you gave it to them or not, now you know somebody's getting this fruit from something that you gave them, like legitly fruit. So I like that.
Right. Fruits from from your what am I saying? From fruits from your I don't know what saying I'm looking for that people have.
That's honestly, that's insane for real. Like, it's
It is.
on a bigger level than what I know your passion is the teas and the fruits and growing and stuff, but like on a bigger level, like this is how we survived before capitalism, or you know what I mean? I don't know what,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
For the modern
that's,
world. For the
or let's say some apocalyptic shit happened. My nigga
right.
right here can really feed people.
Right.
And that's
Like
what
he's the
I'm
blueprint. He
realizing.
can start some shit.
Like, he helps bring, like, the magic like, he has us, like, excited. He helped people like him help bring the magic, like, out of nature, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what hoodoo is? You know what hoodoo
Who,
is?
Hoodoo? No. Tell me more.
It's, it is, traditional African American spiritual folk magic, kinda like your girl in Sinners, Won Me, if you've seen that movie, or root work created by enslaved people combining West African, indigenous, and European traditions focused on protection, luck, and justice. But it's basically people who use, like,
I was
the
looking
magic
at
of
that
root work in
a few
order to,
months ago,
like
but it wasn't hoodoo. It was it made like a herbalist, but still same thing though. That's what I said. I was reading up on some stuff like that, but it's dope.
it's
I want to learn. I want to learn more and more
that's
right
what I was
now.
about to say.
Definitely a good point. Yeah,
Do you
I'm learning more as we go. That's why I got so many
when you're talking about,
different
like
dehydrated root too.
see, that's what I'm talking about. Everything you're talking about, like the way it's not only that you're making teas, right? It's not that. It's that you have the knowledge to combine certain materials and certain things to know how someone's body, what they need or how they can counteract certain things, illnesses, sicknesses, blah, blah, blah. That's damn near like it's not just making teas. That's why I'm like, you low key doing hoodoo, my guy. Like you low key
Hey, I'm
somewhere
definitely gonna
between
look more.
teas
I'm
and
gonna look more into
medicine.
that.
Yeah, it's like
I like
it's
that.
indigenous to us though, you feel me? So it's like you
Yeah.
might be doing something that's always been done type shit, you know what I'm
And we
saying?
were
You might be
just see, I
tapping
Nah,
talked
into
to my
in
something
your
sister. We were
greater.
blood.
talking about sisters, and my sister was the first person that actually told
Yeah.
me that last year. She was like, "Yo, like, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Like, you really doing something. But I just want to let you know, in case nobody ain't told you, like, you really like changing like the way people in the culture is thinking right now about health and wellness and the way what they put in their body. And it, I was just starting, so it was an idea, but for my sister to kind of like we talked on the phone about like 2 or 3 hours when she talked to me about that time, and I was just like, shit. But for real though, seriously, because I've had so many people come up to me and is like really like lean into like, hey, I kind of trust you with this. I'm gonna ask you this question. You maybe you pretty comfortable or whatever. Ask me like personal things and like what I can do to help if I knew anything as far as like certain little things. And I was just like, yo, it's fucking cool. Cause I like to make people feel comfortable anyways, but I hate it when people don't feel comfortable around me. So that's why when people feel comfortable enough to say things that's uncomfortable, I just like, oh shit. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In
Right.
that stance alone, just looking at it as more than just what it began to be, and me wanting it to keep growing more than what it is. I'm hoping by midsummer I could grow. I can make have my teas with strictly stevia. That way it kind of pulls away from that sugar and like that mucus build up and stuff like that. I'm gonna have like a whole stevia garden bed by midsummer. Yeah, so we're gonna see
Now
how
I
that
heard a
goes.
little bit on Big and Lazy, you talking about and you've talked about, your garden, your gardening dreams, your storefront dreams, the experience, the tea experience that you would hopefully create. I heard you talking a little bit about you probably naturally be a farmer. Farmies, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would your dream farm explain to us what your dream farm would be. What animals would you have? We know
Oh
the
shit.
fruit, we
I
know the
love that.
vegetables. What
Okay.
would
For my
you
dream
what's your
farm,
dream?
I would definitely
Dream
have to
big.
have quails and chickens just because I really fool with quail eggs. It's like a lot more protein inside of them. So I would definitely go that quail route. And plus, I feel like they said it's a little bit more quieter than having chickens, but I still want chickens too. On top of that, I would try to go
Definitely.
probably, instead of cows, if I had cows, it'd be for more of beef. I would go with the goats for the milk because it's just more mucus build
Yep.
up and like, was it, the fuck is it inside of her? Whatever it is, we could barely break it down on our
Right.
stomach. We ain't want to drink that shit anyway. So if I
Right.
had cap, we just eat these niggas.
Right.
I would need to have a
Right.
horse because I ain't never. I've always dreamed about wanting to ride a horse. I ain't gonna cap. I would need pigs because even
Mm.
though nigga, I love sausage. I know we ain't supposed to be eating that shit, but sausage, bacon. I'm sorry, I need that inside. I need that in the arsenal, y'all. I'm sorry, I know we're gonna be smacking that, but as healthy as I would be trying to be, I ain't the healthiest because bacon and sausage gonna stay in the regimen. But on top of that, man, I would just want like more of like like a compound, man. I would want to have a bunch of
I figured.
units for like my homies and shit. Whether or not they live there, they can have like storefronts, like where they creative spaces or whatever else. I would want it to be a place for people, like for people to be able to just get together, be comfortable and create and like bounce off of each other, ideas off each other, be comfortable and like not too much, criticism and you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta be on the same page. That's just crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be here just different spec of people and shit. Whole lot of like-minded individuals trying to grow and be better. Like I said, I don't want to just have all that space for me. I'd rather have the homies and the family, whoever wants to work the farm, whoever wants to create and teach their trades. Man, we all out here. That's the goal. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Whoever else, if y'all ain't got
that's
to deal
such
with
a
the
unique
elder unless y'all
idea.
want to. Yeah. That's the ultimate goal right now for me. I want to be able to get that space so I can get so I can be able to get the botanical tea garden. I want to put like a shipping container there. After if a homie wants to get a shipping container, finance one, drop it on the slide, and another homie get one. We'll have more spots for our creative. We could be able to have places where we can do whether or not it's sewing and tapestries and crocheting, and another spot where we could do videography and podcasts, and another spot where we can do the storefront and whatever y'all create, we can sell it in here. After a year or two, we'll flip that fucking spot and get a couple of acres and do the same thing over again. You know what I'm saying? Because with the shipping containers, it's going crazy right now. And you can build just about whatever you want out of that. I just like the idea of me being able to craft and cut and style it for how I want to. But just open up the opportunity and the time and getting the finances together to be able to make it happen. But it's inevitable to happen. It's just getting it together right now.
Right. Right.
My guy's bigger than just the fruit teas and the juices.
That's why I
Oh, yeah,
like
I
it.
got ideas.
That's wild. That's unique.
What can we speaking of dreaming big though, what can we expect from Fruitease the rest of the year? Sure,
For the rest of the year. Fingers crossed that I get this land from the Louisville Land Bank soon. So once that
Yes,
happens, I just feel like
sir.
everything else is gonna just like kind of chug into place. But every other Sunday at the West End's Farmers Market, I'm gonna be at California Park. I got about 4 or 5 other events that I haven't locked in, but I'll probably be at over these next 3, 4 weeks. Just stay tuned on Fruitease page, my story and my post. I don't have anything really locked in at the moment, but I got about 4 things that I'm balancing on out right now just to be sure I'm intentional about going and being there and stuff like that. But I do got a camera guy now. My boy Donovan DVN Streets. He's on Instagram. So it's gonna be a whole lot better
Okay.
footage. And that's why I haven't been posting and making a whole lot of content actually, because I wanna kind of move more into using like a real camera and getting better angles and not just being me moving cameras around and hopping in front of the camera. So I've been a little
Right.
chill on Instagram beside on the posting standpoint, but like on my story, I stay consistent because I'm delivering every day anyways. Quarter zip and matcha pull
Free
off for sure
delivery?
is gonna have to happen now. Was that?
Is that free deliveries?
Yeah, free delivery. I do free delivery Monday through Friday from 11 to 5:30 at night every day. And then I do weekends sometimes. I just don't never tell no time for the weekend because it's just if I'm free, if the kids is with me
Right.
or whatever the case may be. But I still usually deliver on the weekends, so people hit me up all the time. But that's just guaranteed. Monday through Friday, I'm gonna be delivering 5:30. You can hit me up before or after them times, and I just lock your delivery on in. I lock your tea in. And sometimes it's better for people to hit me up at nighttime before the day before because I can make it then. And that way your fruit sit inside your jar and it steeps a little bit longer. So then you got a lot more flavor once you get it. So if I wake up in the morning time and steep it and throw the ice in there, that slows down the steeping process. So now like it's
Mm.
gradually letting the fruit flavor out, which is still gonna be great, but you could get it and it'll be well steeped, I guess to say. And the second thing is after y'all buy the teas from me, you could get another steeping. I tell people it's our time. A lot of people don't listen, so I figure I say it on her. After y'all buy the teas, y'all can steep it again. So once you drink it out, you got a bag in there. That's why I leave the bags in there. You can fill it up with whatever your sugar or honey you want, and then put more hot water in there, and you're gonna get another serving of tea. I fill up my tea bags with a nice amount of tea, a nice amount of a nice serving. So now I tell people,
Okay.
when my usual people, they'll, oh yeah, I got like four servings out of that. I don't know how I got the full, but I know you get 2 to 3 out of it because I do it myself. It's like, why would I pour this out? Why
I
would
don't
I
know what
pour
y'all
this
was
out when it
drinking,
still
but
got all that tea in there? Yeah, they was drinking some like cucumber
that's
water. You know,
funny.
it's just a hint of tea by the end of it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
shout out to that
Exactly.
person because of why would you
Never.
waste it, man?
Yeah,
And that,
Shout
I
out.
love it. Shout out to
Right.
him.
for
Right.
sure.
That's dope.
Like I
But
told you,
my
I'm
bad.
frugal too.
Go ahead.
No, like I said, I'm
I got
frugal.
2
I'm
questions.
frugal.
For sure. Hey, we are too. I
Not
mean,
right. That's about
you
right.
gotta be.
Hey,
Right. Balling on a budget. Balling on a budget.
I
man,
got
I don't enough
2
power.
questions real quick. One, you were talking about how you you would prefer goat milk over
Cow's milk because
cow's
of the
milk.
mucus buildup.
What about
I
like
don't
almond milk?
see. I say I
Nut
don't really
milk.
prefer goat milk because I don't drink goat milk. That sounded strong, man. No, I prefer almond milk. What's the other one? Oh man, and
Soy?
because I just get it in my coffee.
Soy
I don't
milk?
drink milk at all.
Skim.
They got probably skim. Oh no, oh man, it's a maybe coconut
It's not
milk. They got
skim.
that Starbucks because she'll ask me
Coconut?
and be like, "You want
Yeah.
almond?"
There
I've
you
heard of
go.
that.
There you go.
When I get that, but the only time I
Yeah.
get milk is when I get Starbucks. Like I can't think the last time I drunk milk. It's maybe when I'm cooking, I put milk in things. But yeah, I just meant like if we gonna
Right.
have some type of milk, I don't think I want cow milk. They said it's like 70% or 80% pus. I've never liked milk as a kid. Like I never drunk cartons of milk when I was in school. So we didn't drink milk in my house. That's why I said I knew
I
my homie.
I
did.
did.
We used to go to my homie's
That
house,
chocolate
man,
one.
and then just go in there and pour him a glass of milk, man. I'd be like, yo, you do this at home too? But that's because I never was a
You
milk
raw dog in
drinker.
the milk, bro?
Hey,
Yeah, so only way I would drink
you would
milk
have
is
looked
like
at me like, bro,
with like cereal. No, I didn't even judge because it was like almost every nigga around me. So it was just me being weird. So I was just like, y'all drink milk, man. Like people in my house didn't drink milk. So when I got to outside of school and realized old niggas don't just drink a carton of milk ain't just a school thing. Like people drink milk. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Had a homie,
niggas
we
is
would go over
really
his house and
smashing this.
his mama would make like lasagna, like ravioli, like lasagna or something. He would drink a glass of milk on the side every time she made it. He's a white boy though, but
Milk with
I
it?
was just like, yo, he would make his cereal. He'll take 2 cubes of ice and put it in his cereal bowl. He said he had to make his milk real cold. And I was just like, yo, it was. I've come across some weird milk things growing up, man. But I never
It's
really
about
consumed milk.
maybe. Yeah. You were
And
scarred.
now that I'm older and I tried to, I'll be
Then
at
the
like
other question
probably
is
from lactose.
There
I
you
think a
go.
lot of us are for real.
No, as I was
Oh,
about to say, no, we
I think a
supposed to
lot of
be,
us
but we
are. Right. Hey, I'ma deal with it.
it's the right thing.
The other question, this is like me and Marcus's question. Like, you ever thought about infusing your fruit and stuff into like wine or alcohol? Cause I
you know where
know
we
Man,
we
live.
like to indulge.
y
So
yeah. So this summer, by at least mid to late summer, I'm hoping to drop Trippy Tea, and it'll be, you know, upon request, our parties, vibes like that, and it'll offer other things in the uh, like an option of
alternate
3 different
things.
things, alternate things you could have in your tea, and it'll be Trippy Tea. And I'll make sure I get
Okay.
logos to read Trippy Tea so nobody's thinking, "Oh, it's Fruitease." So, yeah, but it'll have the
Hey,
same
Hey,
hey,
taste, but with a
hey.
different effect. But all the same benefits, but a little extra.
change somebody day.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, I've been wanting to do that. I did a U of L event at, Shawnee Park, and all the kids I say kids, but they grown ass teenagers. But,
Right. I
they
right.
was like, "Oh, he got these over." So they all ran over, like, I say at least 100 kids throughout the whole 4 hours I was there, ran up thinking that I had alcohol inside of like I had spiked teas. And I was like, "Fuck, I should have had spiked teas." But I don't know how old they are, and we was in the middle of the park, it was a bunch of
Right,
black people,
right,
and that's why I
right.
said, like, and even at that, like, I'm not used to doing events like that, like, so I was who would have known? But then like the next two events, it was like 420 events, and people would ask me, "Oh, do you got anything in there?" And I was like, "Fuck!" Like I didn't like I've been wanting to do this, but it's just like I need the
Yeah.
crowd and I need the demand for it. Like, this is just my ideas of why I want to do it now that people actually ask me and telling me is like, okay, I could build a demand for, well, I can supply the demand for this. I think the demand is
Yeah,
here. They don't know that
just the fact
it
that
could be an option.
right,
Right.
I would like to go a little bit
right,
more on the safer route with the if I do like marijuana infused because it's legal here anyway. So they got all these
right. That's what I was about to
farms that
say.
they got that they growing they getting their first crops and stuff like that now too. So they'll be able to supply the medicinal places. So soon, I say bad like next year because they'll be fucking around with these gardens and stuff. I know they got hella plants growing. They're gonna be able to grow all throughout the winter. They got hydroponics and everything. So it'll bad next year we might be
Right.
looking towards a little bit more legalcy to it. I hope so. Cause I feel like if building this up, I want to stay away
Well,
from like
legal.
all of the problems, honestly. But like if we have like house parties and friends and stuff like that, I could definitely offer it and bring something like that through. In a way, like I ain't selling it. We just, I just give it to people or something. I don't know.
Right.
I
But I do
I
want to
know
get into
you
that.
alluded to a little bit to being a coffee lover and maybe flirting with the coffees in the future. What's gonna make your coffee different compared to
I'm good at I'm glad you asked
the,
that.
super yeah.
So with my coffees, I'm gonna look for some of these local breweries actually to see if I can get them to source them. But that's just in the future. Right now, I just make it with whatever coffee beans I got in the house because I do make my own coffees now. But I still go to black coffee all the time. Shout out black coffee. But
Shout
what
out
will
Black
make my
Coffee.
coffee I go almost every other day, can't lie to y'all. So, what will make my coffees better is that I have ashwagandha, burdock root, yucca root, blue spirulina. I do offer honey, stevia, all that good stuff, but it will be made with sugar primarily. But it's just the fact of the matter that everything you get in
Mhm.
your coffee is going to be all natural and like not processed, like no syrups, no dyes, no, you know what I'm saying? The caramel, when they do the caramel, I don't make my coffees with caramel pumps. I use the actual caramel drizzle. It's just like it's those small little hints of
Mm,
detail that when you doing stuff like that, and when you wake up in the morning, you want some of your body to give you that caffeine. But I just love the taste of coffee. If you can get that burdock root in there and say I put a
right.
Italian cream or a caramel cream inside of her, that burdock root's gonna help break down whatever that normally is hard to break down in your stomach, and as well as like the yucca root, ashwagandha.
Mm,
Ashwagandha, instead of you getting a shot of espresso, you get ashwagandha inside of it. It's gonna give you that extra boost and that extra libido, and it's all natural. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that's like just gonna give you this, and then later on it's gonna take a whole lot from you. You know what I'm saying? You got burdock root, you got ashwagandha inside your
okay,
coffee. The coffee's already caffeinated. You know what I'm saying? So that's the burdock root's gonna help counteract and help with breaking down that milk on it or the cream that's inside of her, and on top of it, whatever the coffee
okay,
has inside of it. I wanted to grow coffee beans last year. I had a plant, but I would need a lot of plants to grow my own beans. So that would be something I'm looking at into the future. But I did have a coffee plant. Yeah, so it's like you'll
that's
get
dope,
enough beans off of one coffee plant
that's
throughout the
dope.
year to make one cup of coffee type deal. So I would need a lot more coffee plants.
I got you.
So like I said, I just found like the seeds out of beans and plant them and just get a bunch of plants going at a time as I get my time freed up for that in the garden. But no, every year I try to sample and do something different anyways. I grow something that I didn't grow. So I grew peanuts last year for the first time. So like I said, just the
Dope.
little different stuff like
All right,
that. It's
George
just like
Washington Carver.
I
yeah, you know what
swear.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone saying like my role model is Muhammad Ali, but as I got into my gardening and all that, I start considering myself as a hood herbalist or a hood botanist. And people didn't know that George Washington Carver he was a botanist. And they say that like he founded
Sir.
peanut butter, but he didn't
I
found it
didn't
peanut butter. He was just the person that capitalized with peanuts and he made like hella different things out of it. But he founded a whole lot of other
right,
things
different
as
things
well
and,
as
like,
peanut
50
butter.
different right,
And like he didn't find peanut butter
right.
like the Mayas was making peanut butter, they said. He just capitalized on the peanut. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he
Yeah,
made a
see, that's what
bunch
I'm
of shit
talking
from that.
about.
He
It's
you know what I'm saying? A lot
indigenous
of
to
people just don't get enough knowledge from George Washington Carver, but that's another person that I've learned since I've been an adult. Like Muhammad Ali, GOAT, that's my go to us. That's my role model. But as I got older, got into this, like,
Me
yo, we
too.
wouldn't have a lot of shit if it wasn't for George Washington Carver. And he don't
George
even like
Washington
Yep.
Carver.
he gets the kudos, but they don't even get it right half the time, and then other time they still be downplaying the shit. So it's like that's just the
Right.
type of stuff that I'm
There you
getting
go.
more into that I would want to kind of teach the kids to kind of keep that going and like teach them like the right story, the shit behind the people who's open these doors up for us. Cause we going through some hard times right there, y'all. Bill Gates own like
Yeah.
85% of America's
Yeah, yeah.
farmland, and he's trying to buy up a bunch of
Yep.
farmlands in Africa right
Yep.
now. So you guys gotta think about it.
Yep.
Like if he's pumping the stuff into the fruits and vegetables
Subsistence.
that's killing out microparticles of plastic.
Right.
Great, right? Because we don't want these plastics growing inside our fruits and
Right.
vegetables. But what if you want to tackle a microparticle of something else? Because if you could tackle a microparticle of this thing, you could tackle a microparticle of just about anything else, in my opinion. So, say melanin or whatever the case may be. Not even to be a conspiracy theorist, but he ain't never been for it. So we can't be just banking on him and just thinking this fucker got us in his
Yep.
mind and in the right standpoint. He got us, or he's looking to do right. He's looking to capitalize, dog, and that's what he's doing. And he already, I don't even know how you allow
Right.
At the
one
end of
person
the
own
day.
85% of one country's farmlands. It's mad to me. So as a person that's into this
Right.
gardening and
Right.
all that, that's why I take it serious. Cause it's
Right.
like the more I learn, the more scary this shit get. Cause it's like, even if he's not attacking the microparticles of plastic inside of your fruits and vegetables, all of his cows and his chickens is vaccinated with the COVID vaccine. And then it's not against the law to sell vaccinated meat. So regardless if you say, hey, I didn't get vaccinated or not, I didn't. We probably vaccinated because of you are eating this meat that's vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got motherfuckers doing weird shit like that and you don't know nothing about it till like years after the fact. It's just like, yo, you can't depend on these people. We can't sit right here and keep
Right. Right.
acting like shit sweet or like when shit hit the fan, we gonna be able to depend
Right.
on them. So it's like one thing is like if you're not really arming yourself with the knowledge to be able to survive, or you don't got the people around you to be able to survive. Like say we go into the black ages or where they say the next world war is gonna be cyber or whatever the case may be, you know what that shit's gonna stop
Yeah.
all over across. We ain't gonna be able to depend on grocery stores or none of that shit. We ain't gonna even no outsourcing
Right.
foods from the farms or nothing like
Right.
that. So even if we still are going to the grocery stores and doing these things and eating these food, can't depend on it being here forever. We can't depend on like it being the best thing for us. We sit here and complain about, oh, it's bullshit. You got this in the food. You got this in the food. Do better. Grow your own. You crying about fucking killing you. Get away from them. It's just
That's a
my
realist.
thought.
That's why I'm glad you. No,
You
I'm
control the
glad you
control.
did that
That's all I'm
because
saying. It's like we ain't gonna be able to grow up everything that we gonna need. We ain't gonna be able to farm and have
right.
chickens and all that right now. But say we start growing our own tomatoes. Say I'll come over to your house, Rashad, and I'll bring you watermelon seeds, like 10 of them. Say, hey, make 10 plants. You're gonna get 20 plus watermelons from each plant. This farmer's market, you're gonna take it out there. You're gonna make you $5,000 to $10,000 plus this summer off the watermelons. Mark, I'm gonna bring over all my peppers and tomatoes. You gonna make sauces and marinades and you know what I'm saying, ketchups and shit like that. Boom. Go over to Mike. For the wintertime, you do these corn and these pumpkins. You got a pumpkin patch. We're gonna have people come through and do a pumpkin patch over at the studio. And we're gonna sell all the pumpkins and make money off that. So if we all make an extra $10,000 from a summer to a fall, or even more, off of just that one little thing that you grew. You did nothing else different with your life. You just took care of that plant. You grew it. And we all got a compound or we all got a spot where we can do this at. And we ain't not all got to, oh, I'm running wild. I got to take care of all these plants. I got to do this. I got to do it. You learn your watermelon. You learn your, you know what I'm saying? You learn this. And then we all go to the farmer's market together. We big this shit up and talk about it through social media together. And we get that shit off. And when we helping the community, two, we making our dividends back. And we're gonna be able to grow from there and get more land and be able to do it twice as big over again, bring whoever we need on board to help on with the plan. It's just the fact of the matter is just like you have one person locking on one thing and we just stay together. It's inevitable to grow. And then whenever you want you got your different, we all got jobs, so we got different ventures and we got other shit that we do. So we got money that we gonna be able to spend on whatever else, but it's just the fact of the matter that people don't understand. And then now you got a whole community of people who you don't have to depend on going to a grocery store all the time. Hey, Brody, can I come through and get some watermelons? I got some strawberries and blueberries over. I'm gonna make you a basket. I'm gonna come through and grab one of those. You got to worry about money no more. You know what I'm saying? And not to say it like that, but it just it could be simpler.
No, I agree.
The bartering
It won't.
system.
It won't
Going
happen
back,
immediately, but it's to say like as a unit we doing this, and then we gonna follow in another
right.
unit and doing something similar in Detroit or Texas. But they doing shit we can't grow, and we like yo now we just outsource to each other. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got kiwis? Ah, yeah, I need those. You got mangoes? Ship those to me. I got whatever the fuck they can't grow down there. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that's why I said, man, it's like us sitting back and depending and just like everything really sweet and shit's not sweet no more. Like it's getting crazy,
Yeah, it's
crazy.
not.
Not only to be on a
It's
skirt
not.
standpoint, but it's just like as adults, we can't sit around and act like shit's okay. Especially
Right.
adults with kids. Cause you know what I'm saying, you get older
Right.
and then shit hits the fan and you can't feed your kids. Not the fact that you ain't got money or a job, it's like there's no food to be bought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Deeper
I'm saying that
level.
happened in our timeline, but it's just like being prepared. If you know better, you do better. And shit ain't getting no cuter, no
There you
better
go.
right now. So
There you go. You
if you
preaching.
want yourself with the knowledge and the means that you can, I got a, I got a box of seeds that's like almost everything in here. And these little bags is filled with like thousands of seeds inside of just different types of things. And on top of it, I'm still adding to it from different stuff from the garden. That's why I say just little things like that. It's like, nigga, look at me and be like, why do you need all those seeds? I don't, but I might.
You never know.
Yep.
Never
You
know.
never know. Yeah.
And even at this, like, then I really don't have to go buy seeds from other places. I still do, but it's just,
Yeah.
if I see something
Exactly.
that I might want, it's like, oh yeah, let me add. If I know I'm low on certain amount of seeds for certain things, let me add a few more. Say I
I
go
just thought
teach, I have
about it,
to.
Rashad. In a world where we eat 3 times a day, I mean, most people, that's what most, like, no offense, like, but a lot of
Yeah,
Americans, bullets, that's what they bullets look like. But we don't have
yeah.
Right.
we don't all have seeds. Like, we're not armed with seeds, but we're
Right.
armed with. I just kind of let you know, like he said, shit ain't sweet literally, and shit ain't sweet. You feel me? Where it's just like
Yeah.
what
I
he's
got a little
saying is
ammo
so
right
true.
there
Why?
too, with a little bit of ammo too, right now. Just dash.
Right,
Look, I got that too.
Like, hey. What do you think's
And what I
guarding
said,
these
but that's the
seeds, nigga?
thing though. It's like you have to be, and people just stand think about the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's like, yeah, that's sweet. That like you
It
got
is
a million bullets, but like, what you gonna eat?
Right. What y'all
You gonna
just
be
gonna
a
kill
nigga.
each other?
You gonna be a
you
nigga just
can't.
taking them.
Yeah,
You
you
didn't
just
prepare
can't.
yourself for survival. You prefer yourself to like take shit. It's crazy.
Right.
So
Ooh.
let's yeah. So let's. There we go. There we go. See, that's why I'm
And it's
like,
like,
hey,
even if
See,
you do got the gun just for survival, once your food runs out, then what you gonna do? You gonna be the
and
problem.
what happens when the gun runs out?
yep.
Hey, that only I mean, damn, the knowledge never gonna run out. You can always
Mhm.
find you can spot in nature, spot these things out. That's why I'm like, you right. You right.
And that's just what I'm learning like over the years. And it's like it started off so uncertain, like I'm gonna say unserious, but like like I
Right.
didn't think as deep into it. And then like now it's just kind of like everything is kind of like a little
Whoa.
reason behind it and like plan for things that you probably shouldn't even be planning for. But it's just like if you had a thought in the back of your mind that this could or may or whatever happened, and you kind of try to put like a contingency plan in line for a what if that makes sense. You don't
Right.
know.
No, it definitely
Like
does.
you
And
gotta be prepared at this
this
motherfucker. I feel like, man, it's crazy. And that's in all aspects. So that's why I say, especially with this, it's like gotta lock in.
this is the perfect place. You said it's kind of conspiracy. This is the perfect place.
It's not. Not it's
That was I'm talking about the iPod
Nah, but
is
I know
for
what
the
you're saying
perfect
though,
place for
yeah,
you to
because it's
drop
like
your conspiracy theories. That was
I
kind
got a
of our
lot.
base of like what we kind of came up off of. Like if you go
Uh-huh.
back before all the rappers, all the like our original shit, I mean that was like
I love
conspiracy
those
that
corner.
was our
conversations too
shit.
though.
Like so
We need
no,
to
if
get
you ever
back to that. We
had
need to get
any
back to that. We need to get back to we need to
Next
get back in
time,
our
add me
bag.
in if y'all get somebody on here, man. I love to get on here and talk that
No.
shit.
Okay. All right, cool. You hey, all right. Bet.
for real,
Hey,
that's
Uh
because it's like me, I'm so open minded and I don't easily conform at all. But like I'm just so open minded. So when somebody says something that's like without a doubt, like you can't argue with this, like oh, but it could be. Because I always know that like it's always
but
right.
also
far
That hap-
beyond our grasp. We in grasping shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So when I start hearing all this new shit, I was like, oh. shit, but facts. And then a lot of shit start connected, like especially all this certain shit right now. Little buddy, you seen the little young little white one, little genius
Oh
man.
man.
I said,
Oh
it ain't no way in hell
man.
this little
Oh
nigga knows. I'm
man.
like, this little
Oh
man's
man.
brain works great. Cause I'm like, when I was that age, ain't no way in hell I'm articulating none of it. Even if I thought that away, I couldn't
Nope.
articulate to where a
Exactly.
Right.
grown man is looking at you
Thank
like, and then the scientist is looking at him like he's not this nigga ain't a hoax. He's smart.
He's
And
right,
that's the
but he
type of shit that
didn't
we
go
really
through
getting. I
us.
was like, yo, something going
Nah,
on.
they
And we just
yeah,
can't do shit about it.
2008. Ever since 2008,
Yes,
yeah,
sir. Yeah.
we in the
After we talk about
alternate
that shit all the
universe.
time.
Yeah, bro.
I just try not to get too
That's,
deep into it because I was like, it's gotta be true.
you can't give
Trump
it
I'm
to
should
I'm
not
the
be
everybody.
biggest
president.
Spider. I'm the biggest Spider-Man fan. We know about multiverses on this
The
motherfucker,
Right.
man.
multiverse.
No,
Well,
yeah.
And then all this Mandela effect. I done found out 10 new Mandela effects over the last month.
don't
I said, bro, I
don't
thought
get
that
me
shit stopped
started.
2 years ago. No, we still
Now,
got
no,
new
no, no,
shit
no.
that's happening.
The Mandela effect's worse now, bro, because now we have
Yo, it's
streaming, and now
worse.
they can update it. They can update it live,
They
bro.
are updating it
Yeah.
live, but we
Updating
ain't
it
even.
live.
We gotta come back. We gotta bring you back
No, we got to.
specifically for that. I mean, for
See, I didn't
real.
hear that one.
Yes,
Now
bro.
they
That's why
updating that
they
shit
want it streaming.
live,
So
bro.
then you don't have
Y'all
DVDs
follow
where we
Buddy with the
all like,
dreads? Who been updating all the new CERN and Mandela effects? He's
you
like,
have to
every new
send it
dude
to
came
us.
out of nowhere. And he's man, there's so much new shit that's like the timeline fucked out with. I said, nah, this shit ain't fact. You go and look it up on Google. No, this is the new real. I said,
Yeah,
nah, y'all got
right.
me
See,
You
that's what I'm
fucked
like,
up
talking about.
so
no,
easy to
that's
conform. So I'm
bullshit.
not gonna sit right here and be like, oh well, maybe I'm tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping, and
Nope,
all these other
Right.
people ain't tripping with me.
ain't tripping either.
Right.
Millions of people. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you. Hundreds of millions
Man,
of people. Like, nah, I remember this
So
too. And we don't talk to each other until
nah,
y'all say some shit
half of us
back to
don't even
us. That's
like each
crazy.
other.
But
So why we
nonetheless,
agreed on this?
no, for
you can't
real.
get 100 million people to agree. Well, thank you.
But right,
But
we
you
all
got
remember
everybody
this
talking about
though.
some.
Come on.
Nah, the Fruit of the Looms used to have a conch on it. I was like, man, they some
Yep,
Thank
dickheads.
you.
Why would y'all?
The
Why y'all
Barons
taking
they
all this shit
theme.
away?
did, bro. It said it didn't happen, bro. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's too much. It really be
Sin,
having me in
sin,
here.
Sinbad.
I be at my desk all night watching motherfuckers just laughing to myself like, y'all got us fucked up, man. We gonna
You
find
got
out who's
us
doing
fucked
it.
up.
Right. Right. We gonna when
Exactly.
we find out. Right. When we find
CERN,
out.
We
nigga.
gonna
Right.
whoop y'all ass.
All right. Right.
Y'all done, y'all
Right.
done took
I
away
don't
some
know.
iconic shit in life, making us feel crazy. And imagine
Right.
like the real people who's really out here making look the Lulu, and these niggas really know the drop. That's crazy.
Right.
Right.
Right. We them niggas.
Right.
We them
I ain't
niggas.
gonna lie, y'all don't let me go crazy though, nigga. I
Hey,
get on
no,
there
that's
just
what we
like,
usually
Yeah,
do.
we'll go deeper. No, yeah, we can go
No,
deeper
we go
with
way
it.
deeper.
Like for
Hey, listen to
real.
this one. Listen to this one that I heard. Trump.
Trump and his
Actually,
son.
everyone's starting to break away from Trump. No. Oh, what? Oh,
Don't
you
get
talking
it.
about Baron
The
Trump? The
Burn
book?
Trump
You talking
story?
about the book?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That shit's
That one's
crazy.
real. But
No,
this is
it's
the
real,
thing about
real.
the Baron Trump
I said,
story.
what?
Didn't
This is
we
the thing
do
about the
that
Baron Trump
episode,
story.
Marcus? Didn't
Yeah,
we
I
do
still
that
got it.
episode?
Yeah, we did. Listen to the
Oh,
story
yeah,
though.
yeah, I'm gonna go
This
watch
is the
that.
weirdest thing for all. Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Fact.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, yeah,
But
send it,
anyways,
send
bro,
it. I'm watching
look,
that tonight when I clock in.
look, in the book, bro, Mammoth Cave is how they get to the Hollow Earth in Baron Trump. That's how they go through Mammoth Cave and they use, because you know, we don't know all of Mammoth
That's
Cave.
that's
Mammoth
like
Cave
the
is
biggest
still
underground caves,
right.
ain't it?
Well, actually, literally just found one in like Korea or somewhere. I don't know where the hell they found
Is
it.
that the
That's
one
actually
with the
bigger. But
the life and shit up under there?
I don't know. It's so big, bro. People look like insects in
Yeah,
it.
going on.
That's how big it is. Like, but that's how they get to it. So I'm like, there's even local flavor in it. Like, why should we not care? You feel me? Like a story talking about if you go to the bottom of Mammoth Cave, and people who don't know this, in the 1920s, it used to be like rich socialites from New York used to come down and be like, get tours and stuff like that, and be like, no, I want to see one of the greatest things that the world has to offer. Like, it used to be touted as that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
why we
I'm
got
like,
Commonwealth State.
nah.
They not take advantage, and that's why I say they do little shit like that for a reason about making shit like Commonwealth States and they be protecting and hiding certain shits, man. It's gonna be actual little laws and different
Yeah.
little shit like that for things. You got, hey,
Yeah.
it's too much. It's
Correct.
too much, man. That's why I was like,
I believe we like.
now I gotta look more
Look,
to
this is a
Mammoth
local
Cave
one.
now.
This is a local one. I'll hurry up and get off of it. But I just believe the indigenous people here were mound builders. You know, mound builders is closely somehow, I can go down this one, related to pyramid builders, and are almost close to the same. But if you look at the mounds in Louisville, they're all parks. And we can't excavate up under them because they're federally protected. So
Mhm.
Cherokee, Seneca, you know, what's under those places that are the golf courses and these things? And you know, like half of our golf, like a good percentage of our golf courses are under DOD contract, which is why Trump's in the golf courses, because you can use the ground under golf courses for whatever you'd like to, kind of like it.
Them niggas be out here. That's why they be
So
having
that's
them
why I'm
big
like,
ass
bro, it's
$1 million country clubs with these golf courses because they be having shit up under them bitches. Fake ass
abundant them
grass,
as a
fake ass everything at the top fake. And these niggas, well, some of them they be mowing them, but a lot of them be fake. It's like,
right.
why y'all put fake out here when you can just have regular grass, my nigga? Yeah.
We getting
Y'all
into
got heat and
something.
all type of other shit up
We
under that
getting into
ground. They'll
something.
fuck that grass up if y'all want the golf on it.
Sure will. Sure
They be
will.
crazy.
All right,
Yeah,
we
Look,
tangent
listen,
out.
right.
we got to dive more deep into that
Look,
on
we gotta
another one.
let. Plus, we gotta let Tim go. We give like 10 more minutes. We gotta let him go.
Yeah,
Because
I got
no,
like a
that's what I
little
was about to say.
55 minutes for work. I
I
got
I got
55
two
minutes.
things.
I'm already in the house now.
I got two things, and then I'm done because we
Okay.
could go on that for another
I know.
who
That's what I
knows
was
how
about to
long.
say.
Can
He's
we
jumping
can
back on with us. You jumping back on with us. Hey, this the tea combos or whatever. That's just about to go crazy.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
can't wait to drop it. That's why I said, man, because that's why I said I haven't talked to Big in like a couple weeks. But he was supposed to get to me with after he talked to his camera dude on the flavors that they wanted. And he ain't got back to me. I'm at the remind him.
Okay. Yeah, do
Anyway, I
that. Do
passed
that.
up everybody to
And
drop them off and
I
then
talk to
make some.
him. I
If you
talk to
talk
him
to him, tell him
daily.
I
So like,
okay,
if
yeah, tell them I said shoot me them
okay,
flavors of what they feeling, and I'm gonna come through right before, when I come through with y'all's. Yeah, I'll make a day of it and pop up on both of y'all.
for sure. Okay.
But
Um,
what you gonna say though?
I got two things, and then I'll leave it to Marcus. So the cheesecake by AMC Sweet Treats. I
Yeah.
love cheesecake. It's probably my favorite
Hey,
dessert.
did you
How was
try
that?
her?
I ain't
Man,
tried none.
we tried. We oh fuck, that shit was good. We tried three on me and Root. So we tried the strawberry cheesecake. We tried the what's that what they call the airplane cookies.
Airplane cookies?
Yeah, that everybody
Something about the
like, man.
flavor.
Damn, I don't know.
The
Okay.
Biscoff. Yes,
Biscoff
yes, yes.
cookie. So she got
Biscoff.
a
Biscoff.
Biscoff
Biscoff.
cheesecake, and then she got like a chocolate something cheesecake, and we had caramel and shit inside of her. All of them is fucking
Mm.
great. A, but the candy grapes was the showstopper. That motherfucker was great. I need to order some of those from her because I wonder if she's delivering with this.
I gotta get hip because I ain't tried nothing like
Me
Yeah,
that
y'all got
before.
too.
to tap in
Me
with her
too.
because
Me too.
she's a baker. She got a whole lot of other shit that she actually makes too though. Y'all got to go check out her page. So we got a whole lot. What was the? You got another question before I'll be rambling, man.
Right.
This other one is completely different. I seen
Okay,
you
okay.
made the video with the Miles Morales Spider-Man mask.
Yeah.
So you a comic fan? And you
Oh
mentioned
yeah,
Spider-Man earlier.
I like anime. I like comics. I'm a big Marvels fan. I like DC, but I'm not the biggest DC. Like, oh yeah, Batman cool, Superman cool. Like,
I
I'm
mean,
Marvels. And
let me see.
Spider-Man's the go-to. That's
Spider-Man.
I'm looking to buy this. Ah, it's ignorant. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, he has a
Oh,
lot of
that's
them, bro.
ignorant. See, you got to
He
put you
has a
some little
lot of them.
floating shelves up, man, and throw you some shit on there. I
Right.
put this up over here, but
Yes.
I'm looking to get a Spider Punk mask, like a real one like that with the spikes and shit
Yeah.
on it for this year. My son, he wants to
Okay.
be Miles Morales, and it's my 4-year-old, so I'm gonna try to get the Spider Punk and get my other two sons to be different Spider verse characters. And well, we probably gonna have a couple different costumes because I be rocking all these bitches. I said I ain't gonna get no bigger. I'm 34, man. I've been having that old one for a few years right there, probably like 5, 6 years. But that's before they start making the cool masks where they look real though. So I said I got a whole face shield and everything, and then when I put that shit on, I be feeling like I might be Spider-Man.
Nah, that was dope. I was like,
That
damn, he
was.
got the
Yeah, I
real
like that.
mask.
Right, not
Nah, the
right.
dude who be doing the juicing and stuff, Jordan the Stallion, that nigga got every mask ever. I just watched his page yesterday. He got all the real Spider-Man masks, the Iron Man mask, the Mach 13 mask, whatever. I said, I'm trying to get like
Yeah.
him. How you got all those posters? I have a different shelf around here with a different Spider-Man mask on it.
Right.
That's dope.
Okay. I was
So
just wondering
what
because yeah, I'm big
what's your
into all that shit too. Like character,
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
I got the poster right there.
Probably T'Challa.
That's
It
where
would
I
be
feel like it only
between
got it could go. Or Wolverine.
T'Challa and speaking of X-Men, what's his name? Nightcrawler. I don't know if
Nah,
you
He
that
know
was
does
my
love
he
favorite.
Nightcrawler.
That was
disappears
my
and
favorite Marvel.
I
Y'all remember
love
that game
Nightcrawler,
we used to
bro.
play? Where the nigga used to disappear and pop up behind the nigga? What game was that?
It was a Marvel game?
Yeah, and it had Nightcrawler. It was kind of like how Street Fighter is not like
It's called like
That's what I
Mortal Kombat.
thought. That's
Marvel
what I thought.
Hero. I don't know. I know what you're talking
That's what I
about. I
thought.
can't think of the
And
name of the game,
hey,
but
when
yeah.
back when that game was out, that was the only nigga I fooled with Spider-Man and him, and I like Nightcrawler better than Spider-Man. They just haven't depicted him as
Hey,
good in the
Nightcrawler
movies
is
as
a
they should
beast.
have. He is. He is.
Right.
Monster.
Like imagine being able to go wherever you want, whenever. Like, yeah, I'll take that.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I ain't even got a lot of fight, honestly. I'm just
Right.
gonna avert all you niggas.
Right.
That's hard, but at the same time, that nigga was a wizard out there with the fighting. That nigga was cold.
Right. Picking niggas up, dropping them, come over to you like, oh, you thought I forgot about you over here? Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah,
to you.
claws and all that shit.
He's cold. Last thing I got, this is also something a little while ago, but we used to do we were big into the top fives, and we have a top five superpowers. And
Okay,
I
okay.
like those videos. So if you
I like that. I
scrolling
like
through
that.
our page, see if you can come back.
I'm gonna go check him out. So
Man, I forgot
top
about that.
five. Y'all
That
want
was
me to go first,
wild.
or y'all
Those
already
were
got y'all
wild
top
times.
five? Y'all got y'all top five on
What
here?
Yeah,
superpowers?
I forgot what I put
Okay,
on
okay,
there.
I go.
I know that
Right.
I put him.
So are we doing just superheroes, superpower, or are we just naming the superpower in general?
Just
We
superpower in general.
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Your
okay.
top
So I'm
five,
gonna go
however you see it.
first off because a shout out to my nigga Flash. Super speed, man. I'm sorry. I just feel like if you get agile enough, nigga, you can move in a close, tight end space and do some damage, man. And secondly,
Yeah.
flying. That's the top two, man. Super speed, flying,
Come on.
teleportation. Cause even if I could fly, teleportation to shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd be
Super
right. That's what I was
strength,
about to say. I ain't flying in no rain.
man. Fuck that shit. Super strength and God, what would the last one be? I don't want to read no niggas' minds. Telekinesis, like I could
Me
control shit
either.
with my mind.
There you
I'm out here
go.
Magneto.
There
I mean,
you go.
it's like all of the
There
top
you
five
go.
goals. That way, niggas can't touch us. Even if I want to teleport off, I just want to stop a nigga with my brain. I can fly just cause it's fun. Nigga could run fast in the motherfucker too. So imagine if I ran as fast as I could and then flew too. I'm breaking. I'm going out. I'm going break. I can travel
But that's what I was
Hey,
time.
about
right. You
I
right.
can travel
yeah, that's
Basically.
what
time.
for me,
Then
That's
I'm
what
really
Flash can
untouchable.
do.
Yeah, that's why I said to Flash is like if
right,
I was
right,
going
right.
with my favorite superhero right after Spider-Man, Flash. Like everybody else in DC, fuck y'all. Flash should be able to beat all of them niggas up. I'm sorry. You can go back in time, bro. And then imagine this nigga run as fast as he can and crack you. He better break your head off your shits. I'm sorry.
But listen, but this is why
Nah, for
Superman
real.
is who he is because he can keep up with Flash while doing
But
all the other
Flash could
shit.
phase, but Flash
That
could
shit pisses
phase
me off.
too. So imagine a Flash phase through Superman and then unphased while he was in the middle of this nigga. Who survives? Superman or
That is
Flash?
true.
Now, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying they made a movie where Flash was
Yeah, I
running
see that.
around him,
I was
and
pissed. I'm like, no, he's
that
the
nigga
fastest nigga in the
Superman looked
world.
at him like
Superman can't keep
I
up with
know.
him.
That's what I was like.
he
I was
looked
like,
at him
I
like,
I
seen
was
that
like,
nigga,
nigga
they
what?
and I was like, yo,
they always
he
trying to
could
glaze
go,
Superman.
he could go back in time to before he raced you and be like, nigga, I beat you.
Yep,
What are you talking about? You
yep,
can't keep up with this nigga. I
straight up.
don't care how they wrote it in or nothing. Flash is the fastest nigga ever. He's faster than the guy nigga who's the fast with the little shoes. Flash is faster than him. Bruh, this nigga went back in
Oh
time
yeah.
multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
went back
yeah,
in
yeah.
time so far that it was no time. This nigga was just in his own space-time realm with no time. Nobody can't do that. I'm sorry.
Right.
Only people that do it is spider people, and they got like a watch. They can't run. Them niggas go to a time that's not time.
Exactly.
That's why I
That
said
is
no.
true.
He got like a. They had to
Only
create the
yeah.
time bridge and shit because of that nigga inside DC, right? Then they got one of those there, the little time police.
Yes. It was
Yeah, because that nigga Flash is
what's
there.
his name? It was the TVA or whatever.
Yeah.
It's what's your name? His brother. Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
Loki.
Loki went over there, motherfucking
Loki.
took. Oh, that's crazy. I love
Loki.
all that shit, but that's in Marvel though. But they got one in DC too though. That's why I say I love watching all that
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
said I be watching
right.
all that shit with
You're
CERN.
right. Loki and Marvel.
He's
I
with
just like
Thor because he's with Thor.
yeah. But now they had him
No,
in
that's
there because I
dope.
didn't
Nah,
watch that shit.
And as far as
all
your
right.
top 5, I swear mine is just same shit in a different order.
Just
But
switched over.
I add fire. I don't know why I love fire. I love people
Pyrokinetics.
that can create it, like
Hey,
fire themselves.
Yeah.
if I wasn't the nigga I was, I'd probably be locked up
Pyrokinetics.
for catching something on fire, nigga. Nigga, I fuck with fire still. I just
Arsonist.
be
He's an
drilling and making
arsonist.
bonfires and shit there.
Right. To
That's it.
to be able to create like an element that was like so essential to human life, that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? To just
I appreciate it.
like imagine you back with the cavemen and they sitting there doing all that and you just like from my hand, like, come on. You're a god.
Watch it now.
I'm not saying
Watch
I
this.
have a god complex. I'm just saying that's how they
Nah,
would
you
look at
do
it.
have a God complex.
That's how it would be viewed. But I am trying to
A
make some little
shy
survival
complex.
kits and shit like that to bring to the farmer's market by the end of it. Like different little fire, little
That's
kits where
crazy.
you can like
To wrap this
pop it
back
open and just
around.
put like a spark on it and it'll catch on fire like easily. Stuff like that. Otherwise, shit
Yeah.
comes to it. I like, and then have y'all been seeing on social media where you could take like 2 magnets and some copper and you could hook it up to the bottom of like a light fixture, like where you screw your light into, you could get like free energy, make your own light, copper
No,
and a battery.
that's
Oh well,
crazy.
you can do that, and I'm look to try to make a few of those and put them inside the kits too, so you can have like little cheap little night lights or whatever.
See, that's what I'm
In the
talking about.
but
A
I was talking to
man
my
of the
boy Rick
freaking
about that,
people.
so we could just make a bunch of those, and we can just buy different little bags of shit to put them in, and then sell them, little survival kits, just in case kits.
That's dope.
We might name it motherfucking just in
That's
case.
dope.
You just write just in case on top of it before putting it in the case.
Right.
Just
No.
thought about that. Just in case.
Yeah.
Come get y'all some of these just
Sheesh.
in cases.
What's I gonna say?
On top of the
All
head.
right. So before we go, I have to get you on a Dr. Fruitease. You don't have to. I'll give you a way that I'm feeling, and you tell me what supplement might help me with that.
I
You
like
think you
that. I
can do
like that.
that?
Let's get it. I think I can.
All right. All right. If I'm bloated, what would you recommend?
Mint. Or ginger. But mint.
If I'm tired, what would you recommend? Food and drink, by the way,
Um,
too,
green tea or black tea, either
on all
one got
these.
caffeine, but I would do a caffeine or a matcha. A matcha is because it got more caffeine than a coffee. So I would say a matcha. Let me recommend a specific matcha.
For
I would
respiratory health.
For respiratory health, I would
Yes.
recommend mullein leaf tea or chamomile, either or. They both got
For
immune
gut
boosting,
health,
but mullein leaf would be a lot better. Burdock root,
anxiety.
chamomile or lavender. Good for stress relief, anxiety, relaxation.
I haven't. Toothache.
Did he drop out for you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I think we losing each other.
That's cool. We at the end anyways.
Yeah. Wait for him to pop back so he don't. Sheesh. This one, it's
I like
deeper
this one.
than. No, it's deeper than like what he's even doing. Like,
Right.
I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but like, it's just no.
That's why I'm glad he
We
does this
need
nonprofit shit.
we need you. Like, nigga, you know how many people, let's
No,
say it dropped off today, how many people
would need
specifically would
like
hit
he
him up?
would he would damn near be the town doctor in
Yep.
like the West End
No,
when it
straight
comes
up.
to
Straight up.
him and Good Brothers Pharmacy would be the two people you would have to go to.
Like,
And then he said, "Daddy, Health Daddy." Him, Health
mhm.
Daddy, and like maybe because Health Daddy does the same thing he does too. Health Daddy's code. That's who my sister told me about.
So many people would go to this nigga that he would have to teach other people. I gotta, if y'all can
I don't
comprehend
have
what I'm
time.
saying, niggas like you know what I mean? I gotta teach you because I can't do all these people.
Right. Like literally.
I
It would
need
have
you
to be
to
us.
I need you to learn so you can teach your little tribe. I need you to learn so you can teach your little tribe. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Cause there's way too many people coming to me back.
It's all good. All good. Where were we at? Where were we at? Oh,
Stress relief,
Anxiety.
anxiety.
anxiety. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, toothache.
Think his is lagging.
What you say?
Hello, hello. Yeah, here. I said
I can.
toothache. Your tooth.
Oh, toothache, splint, or either lemon bone, Fruitease,
Sinuses.
mullet leaf, help with decongestion, mucus
Guys on
relief,
point.
respiratory health,
My favorite,
sinuses,
Levito.
ashwagandha, hibiscus, maca root, urethral root,
What about that?
blue spirulina,
About that?
beetroot. Yeah,
All the
exactly.
roots.
See, all of them. Majority of them. Some are help for women too. A
Rooted and
lot of it
booted.
help
You
with like
feel me?
estrogen. So I got shit for
Okay. That's what's up.
lactation, raspberry leaf.
Yep.
Sheesh. What else?
That's what. Hey,
Chaz help with
that's
like
dope.
My guy's
That's
on
dope.
digestion,
point.
gut health.
I love it.
It's just
Okay,
a little
gut
bit of
health.
everything
Okay,
though.
yeah.
And I'm
Gut
learning more
health.
though. I'm
Gut health.
learning more. Like I just
That's dope.
recently bought the Spalippi's and it's like got a weird taste. I had to bring y'all a leaf and let you chew it. It's like electric in your mouth. It's like sour, like electric. So if you drink it or eat something else, it'll change the flavor of it like totally. Like if you ever lick like a 9-volt battery, it's kind of that bad, but it's like all
That's
on
how
your
it's
cheek
gonna
and all in
feel.
your mouth. Yeah, it's crazy. I
I
told
used to be doing
told
that.
my I gave my son one and I asked him that and he was like, "Why would I lick a battery?" I was like, "Nah, man, you had to be there. You had to be there."
You didn't grow up like us.
No,
Hey,
I'm
you
definitely
don't
gonna go back
understand.
to I'm gonna go buy a 9-volt battery tomorrow. This little nigga gonna lick his battery because he wants to, and I'm gonna record it. I was trying to get it today.
Please,
I was
please.
trying to get it today. He's gonna do it. These niggas is getting all of the
That's
feels that
smart.
I got when I was a kid. My sister made me do that shit.
Right.
I was like, "Ah,
That's
yeah."
crazy. That's good.
They gotta get the feels.
That's
You ain't
crazy.
lived if you ain't got shot.
Right. If you
If
ain't
you
got
ain't
if you
lived,
ain't
if
got
you
shot
ain't
Good
by a
never
9
licked a
shot.
volter
9-volt battery, nigga, your whole jaw get just water.
battery, bro. I just
Right.
imagine kids like, turning up on a Friday night, like in elementary school or something, like get lit, bro. Lick his battery. Like
No, for
Hey,
real.
no, man, what
then some
me and
sugar.
Steady be talking about, cause of me and Steady, we done did some crazy, lame, crazy shit as kids, man. We didn't do nothing, bro. We was just all around Louisville, running around, man. We was on some crazy, stupid shit growing up. We done did some shit, man, that we don't think about no
That's the
more.
best way to be. It comes with the territory. Haven't we all?
No, for real. Hey.
And then I guess you have any shout outs or parting words for the people?
Heck yeah. I got a whole lot of shout outs. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy Rugal Views. Go tap into Rugal Views. Shout out to my boy
Shout out for
Study. He
Rook.
just dropped
Please
his
do.
new album, Ville Legend. Got hella
Dopest in
visuals
the
that he been
world,
dropping
nigga.
and more visuals coming. Might be a new Spike Lee out here in this game. Man. He's cold with the music, but he's cold with that camera too. Shout out to AMC Sweet Treats. Shout out to Strawberry $5. Shout out to fuck my cameraman, my brother Donovan Taylor. Go tap in with him. DVN Streets on Instagram. Man, so many people out here doing dope shit. Shout out to DJ Always, my mans. Go tap into his merch. DJ
Shout
Z
out to
Nice. He
DJ
just dropped
Always.
a DJ Always a crazy, mad genius creator. I love the way his mind works. DJ Z Nice just dropped those derby crayons and he dropped them off to me and Steady now. We made a dope little visual for it. Those are some of the toughest hats that I bought all
Okay.
2026 for sure, for sure. Whether or not it's the trucker hat or
Okay.
the silk one that I got. It's satin lined. So we starting to protect our crown. So he got that satin lining in there. So shout out to Z Nice, man. And then it's all over just a dope ass just design. And I don't got a hat like it's in my collection. And I got like a whole wall
That's
of hats
crazy.
all over here. So shout out to Z Nice on that. And
That's
me as
dope.
a person that been created a few of my own hats, like he went mad with that one. So shout out to Z Nice. Shit. Shout out to Over Tough
Nonprofits you
Rugs.
mess with?
Huh?
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In
We
the
gonna have to
bag.
tap in with the
Yep.
rugs. Yes.
Gotta tap in with her. Mo with Beat It Gal, and she does crocheting. She made the Cookie Monster hat for me. You ain't peeped that? It's a slouch beanie. So shout out to
Yeah.
her. She do a whole lot of
Yeah.
That's
dope shit. She
crazy.
got like 3 different businesses. Y'all gonna have to tap in with her. She's a got 3 businesses she's running by herself, and only she don't work no 9 to 5. She runs her shits and doing her thing. So shout out to Mo. And Health Daddy Wow, and then the nonprofits that I work with, Play Cousins Collective and Russell Place of Promise, RPOP. Man, if y'all need resources or y'all got kids and y'all look for like different things to do out in the community, just get introduced more to Louisville. Even if you lived here your whole life, you can always find new shit. They got all type of new stuff going, and just as well as just stuff that you could do with your kids to get out the house. You know, sometimes it's hard to like really figure out what they want to do. You ask them what they want to do, and they be like, I don't know, I don't want to do this. Sometimes if somebody already got something going, you're like, yo, we're going to go do this. Now I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I ain't gotta ask you nothing. So shout out to Play Cousins. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook. I always got dope shit
Okay.
going in the community. Got stuff for fathers like us, brothers healing brothers, as far as like black men in the community, and just
Okay.
kind of just talking about emotion and just deviating life. They got a sister soul for the women. They got another thing in the morning time
Okay.
that they do where you can bring your little babies, so like a tummy time kind of vibe, and they read a story to the kids and do different things like that. But shout out Play Cousins. They always got dope shit going on and always new stuff coming
Okay.
too. So yeah, that's why I started that. So shout out Play Cousins multiple times. So yeah,
Okay.
that's about everybody. I know it's a whole lot of other people. No offense to like all the other people that I show mad love to all the time. Y'all know it's still love. Shout out to everybody. Anybody y'all see me reshare, I talk about what they got going on. Hopefully fool with what they got going on, because a few things that I may have tried out and I didn't like, I didn't post it because I didn't want to lie. So you know what I'm saying? If you see me posting it, I'm not lying. I fool with this stuff, and I feel like other people should tap in.
Right. Love that. And then lastly, you still mess with Amped? Your son still with Amped?
Oh heck yeah. See, Amp is where Play Cousins is now over there on Market Street in the Orange Building. But
Oh,
I'm glad you said that because Miss Nayshan with Millionaire Marketplaces, who I left out, and she's over in the Amp building. But definitely my son, he was learning guitar and piano up at Amped, and he was doing it for like 4 or 5 years. But now he's at Western and he's playing saxophone and trumpet, but he
okay.
played
Yeah, he's
5 or
already
6 different
he's
songs on the
he's in it, yeah.
piano, and yeah, he's got something coming up on the 9th that they're gonna be in the band playing, so I'll be up there. Shout out to Lil Keith, Chief Keith. They won a championship with Camaro Boys the year before last, and then won a championship with Western slash Shawnee. You know, Western and Shawnee play football together, so 2 championships back to back for Chief
Yeah.
Keef, man. He play piano, guitar. He's
Hey,
learning saxophone and trumpet right now.
I love that.
Yeah, and my
As
8-year-old, he's
much
in
as I
piano
love you playing
classes now
sports,
too. So I'm saying, yeah, he plays
yeah, as much as
basketball
I
and
love
soccer, but
sports,
yeah, he's in piano. He's in piano classes out in the East End, but he comes over and plays a different song every other day, every other time he come over. So I just be like, hey, I don't play
I
music. I
love
play
it.
like a, a clarinet and a recorder, so I can play like high cross buns on that motherfucker. But I wish I would have learned to play like a guitar, piano. That's just
For
dope.
sure.
The
We
way that
talk about
Right.
my
that.
oldest son plays it, he's always gonna have pocket or lane to where he could be able to make money or be able to exude himself, you know what I'm saying? So I think just having that instrument alone is just something like if he was alone, he could just be able to entertain himself, you know what I'm saying, entertain other people, you know what I'm saying, do whatever he will with that music. But I just think music is timeless anyway. So to be able to make music is genius in my mind. So I say, yeah, you gotta keep that. I don't care if you go to the NFL, dog. You still be able to be playing the piano or strumming a guitar,
Yeah. Right.
blowing in the saxophone, man, because that's
Yep.
gonna open up so many doors for you, man,
Saxophone.
to be an
Saxophone,
athlete
they
and
got
play it.
saxophone
He's learning so much about it. He just picked it up this
saxophone
year.
go
He didn't probably play about 8 different songs on that motherfucker now. I don't think no other kid in there learning, but he just know
nah,
how to
he can
read
go
music.
crazy.
He's catching on a lot
That's
I
faster than
it.
got
like
you.
a normal kid.
That's it.
He's been
Right.
That's it.
playing instruments since he was 4, 5 or something. So he's 12. So that's where I was just like, yo, that my 8-year-old, he been playing for the last year. He got like 3, 4 songs on his belt, and he's learning to read music right now. So let y'all be better than me, dog. That's all I hope.
Well, that's the goal.
Sometimes. And whatever they love
Well,
doing, they're
yeah,
gonna
Tim,
do with a sport or
I
an
ain't gonna lie.
instrument, and they're gonna learn gardening with me too. So they're gonna have a nice pocket.
Right.
Nice pocket. A
Nah,
unique
it's good,
pocket.
man. Because we ain't even getting into, like, personal, Tim. That's another time. We'll have to get into, like,
Yeah. I
you
do
know,
custom jean jackets
little
and
little
everything. Yes, yeah.
little Tim shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I bet.
okay. Well, yeah.
He do
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
I
yeah.
go. I get
Okay.
out, go check out my page on the, not my Fruitease page, my page. It's like it's all the way at the bottom of my reels, but I got a couple custom jean jackets I'm doing. Yeah, I got custom Spider-Man, Tokyo Ghoul, Sesame Street, Mario for my sons, my nephews, different people I've done it for. And a guy he let us have my youngest son, he's 4, his name is Artist. So we had his gender reveal, no, his baby shower at a paint and sip over on Market Street. My boy Reese used to own
Right.
it. And he let us have it there for free off for cheap or something like that. So in return, I made him a custom jean jacket. It was Tokyo Ghoul. I know nothing about I like anime, but I never I never watched that. So I went and watched like 5 episodes so I could figure out what to put on the jacket. I whipped it up and I posted it. Had a nice little turnout on it. People loved it. He loved it though. So check it out. I might get some iPod. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I might have to custom man y'all some custom iPod jackets. And I found like on my
Shit, I
hats, I
already
got like
got
the custom
one.
Fruitease patches. I could do like an iPod
Mhm.
patch to the dude who I do my custom patches through. It said, let me get in there. Let me open that
Okay.
pocket back up too. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything, y'all. I appreciate
Can't stop,
y'all
won't
letting
stop.
me come here and yap about it.
Nah, man. We've talked about trying to get you on for, like, the past month, so I'm glad we found a way to get it in.
No, for sure.
No, we appreciate you. We appreciate not only what you do, we don't it's deeper than the teas, man, which is why we figured that we heard you as a dope person, Lamont study, people like, yeah, get him on, da da da. Watch your
Understand.
episodes for people who don't know. Look at his big and lazy episodes. Follow Ruka RUQA or follow him at Ruka Views
Uh-huh.
and look at those 2 interviews to find more about him because we didn't even hit it all. Such an interesting dude. Like I said, bigger than teas. He not only did that, but he educated us. He can customize. He has a passion that's much deeper than just a drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's just dope to see, man. And we always trying to highlight somebody who's who's doing big shit and people need to know. And, no, we just we feel like you are, so we just appreciate your time, bro. Just wish well over everything you do, and we definitely, definitely, definitely have to collab going forward. So that's just
Definitely,
our parting
definitely.
words.
So, definitely. When y'all talk to Big, just DM me, tell him DM me. We're gonna get that going as soon as possible. I'm mad that it's taking that it's long to get his done. Honestly, we just everything else going on. So we got a lot going on too because I've been watching all
Hold
his
on,
moves that
shit.
popped up too. So I said, shout out Big and Lazy. I love crafting new teas. So I said, don't think that I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I just might have other shit, but we gonna get these. Shout out Big. I gotta get my merch, man. I said when I poured up on it, he had the ones. I said I need some of those, dog. I would have came in there mad comfortable sliding in those.
Love them.
But no, appreciate y'all having me
Right.
on,
Love
man.
them.
That's why I said got in, y'all got y'all just at the
Always.
time for me, and I'm glad we made it happen, dog.
For sure.
Conspiracy
Appreciate your
Corner
time,
coming
bro.
soon.
Right.
It's been
Featuring
soon.
Tim.
Like featuring Tim, cause hey,
What up with you, brother? Smooth sailing, man. Trying to get it all together now.
You said, what is this? The
Kiwi,
cucumber lemonade.
That's one of the new ones, and then I got a raspberry limeade.
Oh yeah, that's light too. That's light.
Man, I smell it too, I'm like, but the taste?
Yeah, and then it tastes like, okay.